just now.
No, now can.
Yeah, but it is still super blurry.
I don't wait. How do
Yeah.
how to zoom
Yeah.
in on my phone?
You just tap your video and then you just pinch out lah, basically. Just like something like that. But it is still super blurry, isn't it? That's so weird. Oh,
It's
do you have
okay.
a background blur in your video?
It's let me check. How to check if for background blur?
That's a very good question. In fact, I think it is a background blur. I'm now very certain it's a background blur. Uh-oh. Go to your video setting, man. Yeah, spend around 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure this. Put your paper. Put your hand on your paper, please. Would you try that? Is it a background blur? You know what? We're gonna try. We're gonna try. Okay. So, is there anything? Is there anything that is there any question you want to ask me?
Not really.
All right. Let me confirm. Therefore, your teacher does not give you any practice, anything, nothing new, nothing. Just
No.
ask you to study your worksheet. That's all.
Yep.
And the worksheet we did cover last time already, finished already.
Yeah.
Right? You have your worksheet and you have your notes right now, right?
Yeah.
So you have everything with you, right? I mean, for your own studying right now. You have your worksheets and you have your notes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so all we have to do is now to answer questions. I do have questions. So we're just going to deal with them one by one, okay? Because you don't have, yeah? So I'm going to put them in Jamboard and then let's do it together, right? Okay, please look at your Jamboard. Yeah, just the same. Priya, can I confirm that you are okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have trouble finding the OChem questions? There should be a lot.
I know.
Sorry, I cannot hear you. Can you find them or not?
Yeah, I'm putting it in.
Okay, sure. And for MCQ, it's usually question 36 to question 40 lah. For paper 2, it should be very obvious usually. Okay, just a minute ya, kananya ya.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So this is just for your own reference after tuition. I'm going to just send you a lot of paper. Don't be overwhelmed, okay? You probably can do one or two more, okay? So when you have time, you do that. But I'm just going to send you first in case you need to study more lah, maybe tomorrow. Eh, do I have your WhatsApp? I should, right? Wait, how come I don't have your WhatsApp? That's so weird. Oh, there you go. I have it. I have it.
My
I keep forgetting. You spell your name like that. Okay. Right. I've sent you something, but you can look at it later. This is so that I don't forget. Okay. Right. Okay, got it. Yeah, give me a minute.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, should be in.
But isn't this SA2?
Primary 5, SA2. It is true. So that means we have to select the topic. That is unfortunate. There is no convenient thing for us right now. There is no ready, topic for us to use right now. So we have to select ourselves. For example, you look at a Jamboard. I'm already putting one in. You check it out first, and you have to think first. Is this your WA topic or not? I think it is lah, but I might be wrong. Okay, but I think it is. Just make sure. But if you have doubt, hey, I don't think this is my WA, right? Then you have to say, understand, Kanaya? Okay, I'm putting a lot of things already. Now, once you think it's a WA topic, then you start doing them in Jamboard lah, or in paper if you want. I think Jamboard slightly easier lah, just use mouse, right?
Yeah.
Looking good, Ria, looking good. Obviously, that's correct. Yeah. This is not a very difficult one. I like it as a warm-up. Right? I like it a lot. Regardless, definitely the alkynes are definitely out of the syllabus. Good. Oh, and then that's it lah. You're done. Now, there's no way that your OChem question is this simple, okay? There's no way one, right? If you have trouble, we're going to screen share. I'm going to find with you, okay? Definitely not. Just a warm-up question just now.
The question you put on the Jamboard is not.
Okay, so
The
let's talk
question
about
9.
it. Question 9. Let's talk about it, right? So 9, I believe, talks about the transportation in plants. I believe that he's talking about the xylem and the phloem, right? The transportation system in plants. You check your WA topics one, but are you sure transportation in plants are not in WA? Check first. Just make sure.
Wait, I don't include like polymers yet.
Oh, no. Go and take polymers, Ria. That's their favorite question. In fact, there is no other question. They will just whack 1 or 2 polymer questions. You're going to do it with me. Don't worry.
There is plant transport.
And this is plant transport, correct? This is xylem and phloem. Have you heard about what xylem and phloem is?
No.
You have plant transport, but you don't know what's xylem phloem. Okay, wait. Huh?
Because we haven't even covered plant transport yet.
So let me confirm one thing. Tuesday exam, topic supposed to be plant transport, but you have no idea and they have never talked about it. Plant transport.
No, we are talking about the humans one normally.
Correct. I am very confused right now, Kanaya, but we're not going to talk about it. Just go jump to the next one. Okay, let's just put a big question mark for this one. Question mark. Okay. Polymers. Yes. This is not polymer, but okay, I understand. Okay, Ria, give you a few hints. This is a double bond, correct? That's a double bond.
Yep.
There are 2 types of polymerization. This one, the simple one, I never cover in my reaction map. Never. Let me confirm one thing. You have never heard about addition polymerization. Am I correct? You have. Then I'm going to illustrate to you. The illustration is what matters. The words, no. The addition polymerization, fancy word, depends on the double bond. What else? Double bond is always the center of the reaction. So I'm going to draw it this way for you. Look at me drawing the structure and freeing space on the left and on the right. Look at it. This is space. And this is also space. Understand? Why is this important? Because polymer is simply holding hands together. That's all polymerization, isn't it? Hold on the left, hold on the right, get very long. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what do we do? As per usual, with the double bond, you break one of the double bond. You break one of them, but you don't just leave it like that. You open up. When you break it, you open up to the left and to the right. Now you have open hand.
Mhm.
That's what you do with double bond. And why is this so important? Because now you're ready to polymerize. What do I mean by that? Let's just show you. Polymerization means I have a lot of things which are the same, right? So like that. I have this guy, and then I have the same guy here holding hand. They have the same guy here holding hand because all of them have free hands on the left and on the right. Do you get what I mean? That's the simple polymerization. You will do this, you will write this down in exam as something like that. The open hand, make it longer, make a big one, and then put an end. That's your polymerization. That I just did part 3 lah. I just did part 3 by the way. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, look at all the answer key. You will see that part 1 is addition polymerization. The reasoning is there. The name should also be obvious. Please look at it and ask me questions. Kanaya, are you stuck with Kanaya? Why are you not moving to page 11? We're ignoring this question already. We're ignoring page 10, Kanaya. Don't get stuck there. Don't wait for me also, wasting time. Yeah. Go to page 11. You have another question waiting for you.
Okay.
Right.
What is here?
You cannot see page 11 question.
Oh wait, is the bit.
Yeah, it's there. Right. If you cannot read it, please tell me. Okay, Ria. How is it with the answer key? Are you okay or not?
Yeah.
Right. If you're okay and you feel you need to put something in your cheat sheet, you do that right now. Every time we discuss a question, there's a chance that you can improve your cheat sheet. That's what we are aiming for.
Is answer number 1?
Write down. Write down number 1, and then I'll check. I'm just getting other questions for you, right? Write down. Use a mouse. I guess you can write down 1 or a something like that. Okay, I'm already putting in other questions.
I cannot draw.
Try to use your mouse. Just, I guess
No,
you just
I cannot draw page 11.
you can. Oh, it's not appearing. Now this is really a sign that the connection is bad. Now, first thing first, I want you to turn off your video because your connection. This means your connection is very bad.
Video.
I can
Which
actually see
video?
your drawing, but you can the video on your phone. Turn it off.
Okay.
Okay. I can see your drawing, but you cannot.
Mhm.
This tells me that your connection is very bad. Even I can see your drawing right now.
Mm.
Can you see your
Oh,
drawing now?
right.
You see, it's very laggy, Kanaya. It's very laggy. Right now, after 10 minutes, it's still laggy. I'm going to ask you to move out. Okay. That seems to solve the
Okay.
problem. Okay. Now I'll put in more questions already. Good, Ria. Good. I think the answer key is what I explained. So it's quite obvious already. Okay. How about
Cells
the
tested.
Yeah, the problem is that's part of the transportation of plants.
But teacher never cover cells before.
Now let's hope your teacher is consistent. Let's say your teacher doesn't teach this. Right, let's hope. Okay, I'm going to put in your tiny opening thingy. Now the tiny opening thingy, you should still have it. Because I know you asked me this one. Okay, I'm putting you another question. Okay, next page, please. If you want to make it bigger, you can. Ria, is the naming okay? The naming. Ria, I'm not hearing you. Yeah, if you say. Okay, right. Okay. So Ria, you don't have to write for me the answer. Of course, I know the answer. The answer is actually for you. I'm happy that the answer makes sense to you, but you don't have to. You know the name of the polymer.
poly something chloride.
Correct. And you know what? They already tell you. They already tell you.
Oh,
Poly
wait.
something. What is it? Read the question. Read the question.
Vi-
Poly what?
Polyvinyl chloride.
Ta-da! Make sense or not?
Yeah.
They tell you, and then we just put poly. So easy. Not supposed to be complicated. Okay, good for you. Let's move on. Now, if this is something you want to put in your cheat sheet, you do it right now, not later. If you don't know how to put it in, you gotta tell me. Kanaya, page 13. Now, Kanaya, in Jamboard, you can type. So I think this one typing is maybe better. Do you know how to type?
Yep.
Yes, text typing is
See?
better. Yeah. Try typing. Try typing.
Um, um, can see.
Okay. So in Jamboard, the typing is very cute one, Kanaya. I know that you're typing something, but I cannot see the content. Why? It's just like WhatsApp. When you're typing, the only thing I can see is Kanaya is typing, but I cannot see what you're
Oh,
typing. And then
uh,
you finish, you kind of exit. Now I can see. So only when you exit the textbook, I can see. Understand? Understand what I'm saying?
okay. Yep.
Okay, good. That's just how it is. So they keep it secret until you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay. So this question has a continuation. So I'm just going to put it for you. Yeah, this question definitely in one. So I'm putting the continuation here. Go and type your answer. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Ria, I'm just waiting for the next one. Yeah. Sorry, Ria, I put the wrong question. What am I talking about? So sorry about it. Silly me. Ria, do you have trouble finding more questions?
Yeah.
I need to I need you to share your screen. I find it weird that your OCAM questions are very easy. Of course, if it is very easy for your school, then I'm happy. But I don't think that should be the case, right? So go and help me out and screen share so I can see it with you together.
But I'm like Zoom on my phone and I'm looking on my laptop. So
Your laptop doesn't have the Zoom, lah, right? You're saying, right?
it does, but like the voice quality isn't that good.
Oh, no. Don't, of course, you should zoom in, but don't use the mic. Just leave the mic on the phone. Doesn't matter, right? I just want to see the questions lah. If that makes sense. Just to make sure that you're not missing anything. Can do that. That would be great.
Really, I don't
Yeah.
understand the question 31, the continuous.
Wait. Yeah. Kanaya, you read this one first, and then you continue here first. All right? Have you done that?
Yep.
Right. Is there anything you don't understand from your reading? The reading first.
Um,
The reading.
oh wait. Um,
Okay, Ria. Okay, I can see something here. Good. Now, Anaya, I want you to read properly, yeah?
Mm.
Starting from the leaf that lost the least. Now, you're claiming that P lost the least, lah, correct? Lost the least.
Yeah.
Now, you say that the opening is to take in oxygen and remove carbon dioxide. That's actually not uh, wrong. Are you looking at let me confirm that you can look at your look at your worksheet, right? Your school worksheet and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does your school worksheet tells you that this opening also functions to you know to exhale water vapor?
No.
Okay, so let me ask you. Let me tell you that the opening also functions to exhale the water vapor. Now, Ria, I cannot see your screen share. I know that you're trying to study, but I cannot see it. So, Karanya,
Yeah, I
if
don't
you're
think it works.
yes, Ria,
I don't think my screen sharing works. That's
your screen sharing does okay. Then the second thing you can do, if you can, is to send me the PDF. If this doesn't work, we're gonna switch to my Google Drive already. Can you send me the PDF of your school? At least one paper. Would that be okay? If this is not working, we're going to switch
I
immediately.
can just like screen record on my phone.
I cannot hear you, sorry.
I can screen record on my phone.
You can, I'm sorry, you can what, sorry?
I can screen record it on my phone.
Screen record it on your phone.
Like from my
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, if you can show me your paper that way, that's fine. Could you do that, please? Okay, Kanaya, coating with all means covering it. Am I correct? You're covering it. When you cover it, you don't allow anything to go in or go out.
Yeah.
In this case, the question even tells you the leaf that lost the least amount of water to the tiny opening. They actually tell you the tiny opening also allows water to be lost. They actually tell you. If the question tells you that, the question cannot be wrong.
Mm.
Okay, so look at that. You choose leaf P, upper surface, lower surface, no covering. That means they are open, correct or not? They're open and
Yeah.
they're open. You're saying that the one with open one lost the least amount of water.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
Mm,
Does that make any sense?
no.
Then could you please reconsider your answer? Would that be okay?
Okay.
Right. Now, Ria, is it successful or not?
Yeah, it's just loading.
Wow, the mic is bad. Okay, Ria, let me. Oh, I'm seeing something. Okay, all right, I'm seeing something. It's very slow, isn't it? Wow. Okay. I'll wait. This is year 4 end of year. Okay, good. First one no, second one no, third one no, fourth one no, fifth one no, sixth one no, clearly no. Stop. This is an OCAM question. Can you recognize it?
Mhm.
Put this in and let's talk about it. This is the standard of your school, right? Or you know what? We don't have much time. I'm going to screenshot for you. Okay, we are done. All right, you can stop screen sharing. I've already put this in the Jamboard just for us to talk, but the important thing is for us to do it. We don't have much time, so whenever you have a question, please tell. Anaya, have you reconsidered your answer?
Yeah.
And do you have a new answer?
Yeah.
Where's the new answer?
Well, I don't know how to edit the one I wrote already.
Oh, just delete it, man. No, never mind, just delete it. Yeah, don't waste time. Just delete it. Yeah, there you go. And then you can make a new one easier. Ria, you should be able to read the question clearer from your phone. Yeah? The reason is because my screenshot cannot be that good. It is based on what you show me. It's a bit small, right? But you should be able to read it more clearly from your phone. Okay. Now, this thing is out of the syllabus. This is already telling you that your school really likes to give you things outside the syllabus. They did that consistently, and they expect you to be able to do it. If that sounds a bit scary, well, that's what we are practicing for. This is your school standard. I can tell you that other schools tend to do that also, maybe not as consistent as your school. Maybe. They have problem with Butanao.
With what?
Butanao.
Not real.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have a problem with Butanao, then good. Then we can start to think about the question. Okay, now Kanaya, you choose S, Q. I think the S and the P is correct. I'm going to question Q and R, okay? Q and R. All right. Now, I only have one problem with your Q and R, Kanaya. Look, yeah, the S is the heaviest, right?
Mm.
So it loses the least. So I think I agree with you, right? Makes sense, right? T
Yeah.
is the lightest. So it loses the most, I agree with you. But look at Q and R. Look at that. Look at the Q and R mass and look at your answer. Okay. If you want to change it, just type another one. Yeah, maybe this is the last question for the day. Can you answer the isomer thingy?
SMP is kind of correct.
Q and R, please reconsider. Okay, Ria, can you do isomer R, please?
Yeah.
Right. So Kanai, you change your question and it feels that it is better with the table, right? Feels better. Right. Remember, read the question. Looks like this is part of your weakness. If the question is too long, you tend to not use it to your advantage. Seems like that's the problem, yeah? Seems like it. Okay, let's see whether that's true. If that is true, it should be easy to fix, hopefully. Now, for C, do you know how to answer? If not, I'll give you a hint. Looking good, yeah, looking good, yeah, looking good. Okay, looks good, Ria. I understand already. This one is the first one. Second one. Do you need a hint, Kanai?
Yeah.
Q versus R again. Compare Q versus R.
Q versus
Reading the question is the key here. Okay, Gwen, I can see you're working. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need the pin for the Zoom.
I'm sorry. Kanaya?
I need the pin.
You need the pin. Oh, Gwen, you need the pin.
Yeah.
You need. I'm gonna type in your WhatsApp so that you can refer to it next time. Okay.
Okay.
Gwen. Oh, look at your WhatsApp. It's already there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, it's always been there. Okay,
But
good. Priya, I know that you can. Yes, Gwen?
that's actually, I think that's for the, I think that's only for the, so it already signed in. But then after that,
The ID is the
the
same, yeah?
yeah.
Mhm. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
That's not
definitely correct, Priya. Definitely correct. That means you understand your isomer lah. Let me confirm this. You are usually comfortable with isomers?
I guess.
I guess. And it's very obvious to me. Good to know. They usually ask, 1 mark or 2 mark isomer question. Right? Now, since we are discussing your exam paper, does it mean that we are slightly ahead of your class?
I mean, we're not done with the syllabus, so
Good to know. On Thursday, we will focus on your class paper for a while before maybe finally moving to the other school. Because in the end, it's your school standard that we are most concerned about. Okay.
I
If there's nothing
still
else, good job for today, and I will see you on Thursday. Okay, Ria?
okay.
Bye. Okay,
I still don't understand like thing.
right. I'm gonna help you understand the question, but I'm not gonna help you answer. That means you have to think. Your skill, your necessary skill is to how to understand the question, right? Now, I give you a hint on Q and R. Okay, on Q and R. Do you know why I give you that hint? Any idea?
I don't see the hint. Can you like type or something?
Okay, Kanaya, look, cannot already. Really cannot. You gotta go out, man. Your connection is too laggy, man. We cannot function like this. We are wasting time. You go out, set it up, and get rid of the lag problem. If not, we will have problem for 2 hours. Your 2 hours is wasted. Can we do that, Kanaya? Let's not delay this.
Yeah.
Okay? Set it up. Get rid of the
Okay.
problem. Half of the time we talk about the problem. Then what's the point?
Mm.
Hey, Gwen. You have an empty piece of paper. In this tuition, I tend to ask my student, what do you want to study today? Right? So, what do you want to study today, Gwen?
Okay, so today I actually have like my test papers like written for my mid-year,
Right. Your mid-year. This is before our tuition, right?
like EPP, just like practice.
Sorry, show me.
Okay, and then
This is
my
from. Oh, this
school.
is just a very recent practice, is it? Your teacher just asked you to practice this, lah. Am I correct?
Yeah, so like she did this in school, and then she just
Okay,
returned
good.
it. So like I think my section
Okay.
in section B is fine, but like
Okay, good.
for the word problems, I think we need to go through like a bit.
As per usual. Okay. Would you please try to screenshot the question you want to ask? That's good. I don't mind. I don't mind going through this at all. That's good. Okay. 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 If you feel comfortable, you can zoom out a little bit if you want to. I think you can afford to zoom out a little bit lah. Just a little.
I just need to like crop it a bit.
Okay. Your connection is very good though. Very good. Okay, I see the picture. Okay, I'm just going to put it in first, right? Any other question, Gwen?
No. So like the rest I already went through. Just
Okay,
that
you
question that I don't get.
you sure that you can do them again, even though you have went through? You sure you can do it again by yourself?
I think so.
All right. Let's talk about this question and show me your previous working. I'm just curious.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, on the question that you're asking, right? Because it seems that you're doing it. You did try it out in exam, so that's important.
like for
Sorry.
For
So
the rest,
your
so like for the rest, I went through with my father, and after that, there's this one question that we didn't get to go through. So like this one,
what?
we did so at school we did like the corrections, but then I didn't really catch the explanation.
I understand. Sorry, your phone is you need to landscape your phone. So your phone did that again.
It's not landscape.
Yeah, no, just now it was. Then he go to portrait. Some phones do that. Some phones. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Show me a working properly. Yeah.
Like screenshot.
No. I can. I just cannot see the full thing. I
Oh.
just cannot see the full thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Right. Okay. That. Yeah. So now let me see what you're doing. Right. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. Kanaya, are you okay so far?
I'm trying to set up.
Wait,
Okay, I
Philip.
understand.
Setup
Yeah.
pindah keluar.
Ya harus Bunda, kita setengah waktunya kita ngomongin soal trouble connection ya loh. Ini nggak bisa itu, nggak bisa lagi. Bener, serius loh, harus loh. Berarti waste of time kan, waste of time.
Iya nih, bentar.
No problem. Selama di setup jadi bagus. Kalau nggak di setup, wah lama. Dari tadi kita cuma ngomongin masalah doang.
Kalau gitu lempar di sini. Setengah jam ya.
Okay, Gwen, not necessarily the easiest one. Not necessarily the easiest one. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm back.
Okay, right. So now, so you know that this is on time, right? You know that it's on time. So I'm going to put it here, there on time. Correct. And then this one is for the one late one. This one is for the late one. Correct? Oh wait, no. You're doing all correctly. No, so what am I talking about? This is great. This is no, I like this a lot. This is great. This is great. This is oh my goodness. You have done everything so well. So let me see your problem.
This part.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. I totally agree with the correction. This is wrong and this is wrong. I totally agree. So tell me, what do you think 64 means? What does 64 means? Tell me. You're doing so well. So well. Think carefully what it means. If you don't remember, you can just tell me that. But I was hoping that you would remember.
But Philip, so I just continue with the next question.
Oh, no. Kanaya, you're ready, is it? Sorry, because I don't know whether you're ready or not. Right now, I cannot follow. You're ready?
So
Okay, now I'm ready.
64
Okay.
is 5280 divided by 1950 plus.
Yes, Gwen. But what does that mean? Okay, I just give you more hints, right? Just give you more hints.
Yeah.
Can you see it now, Kanaya? Is there a lag problem?
Yeah, I can see.
Good. If you don't understand the hint, I'll give you more.
Okay.
Okay, Gwen, let me ask you another question. What does this 82.5 means? This one should be easier.
The 82.5 is the total amount they collected for the delivered late and delivered on time for every 10 parcels.
For how many parcels?
For every 10 parcels.
Good. Total for 10 parcels. And you're correct. Okay? It shows that you understand what you're doing. Now, 64. Let me test you. Is 64 64 parcels? Yes, Kanaya?
I still don't kind of get it.
Okay, let me ask you something. Okay, Kanaya, reading, yeah?
Yeah.
Upper surface is coated with oil. Now, it's a yes. So, is this open or closed?
Um,
Open or closed?
it's close.
Good.
Q.
Closed.
This one.
So, lower surface open, correct?
Yep.
Because it's not coated. Now, the R is the other way around, right? No coating means open. This one is closed.
Yeah. That's correct.
Seems very fair that they are just one open and one closed for each, correct? One
Yeah.
open and one closed. However, how come if they are very fair, how come the Q and the R has different weight? How come? How is this possible? If they are so fair, one closed, one open, their weight should be the same one. Correct or not?
Yeah.
That's my hint. I want you to think about it. Because I know you're smart. Why is the mass different if it is so fair? It seems so fair. Why?
Because like the tiny openings is the tiny openings is like where what's the thing? This is the thing I'm confused.
Oh,
Is it
come
on
on,
the top
come
or
on.
is it the
I don't like it. The way you read, I don't like at all. Your question has the answer on the paper itself. Your question is correct, but how come you don't see the answer? There. There what? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see where I'm pointing, Kanaya? Is this lagging again?
we're using laser?
I'm using the Jamboard, Kanaya. Do you see what I'm typing? This is very slow. Do you see what I'm pointing here, Kanaya?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the answer to your question. The question is very good. Your question is very good. My problem is that you don't read the question because they tell you. Now, how does that help you? Now, Gwen, 64. Is 64 parcels?
Yes, cause the parcel is divided by the number of. Actually, is it the price of each group that is
Look,
collected?
Gwen, think again, Gwen, yeah, think again. 82.5 or 82.50 is 10 parcels, and you're very certain about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you divide 5,280 with that. The teacher agree with you, I agree with you, but you don't seem to agree with yourself. You don't seem to know why you do that. Now, let me ask you one more time. Are you sure that means we have a total of 64 parcels? Are you sure about that? Considering that 82.50 is 10 parcels, are you sure that means it's 64 parcel in total?
Wait, is it because like the
Yes, Kanaya.
like the
Yes. Yes. Tell me what you think, Kanaya. Tell me what you think. What you think is important. Doesn't matter whether it's right or wrong. Just now I scold you because you don't read properly, but I never scold you if you think wrongly. Tell me what you think. It doesn't matter it is right or wrong, but you have to be clear what you're thinking about. Same thing with Gwen. I'm asking Gwen because I want Gwen to be very clear what she is thinking. So tell me what you're thinking.
it's like probably like the lower surface have more tiny openings because
Then the
like
top one. Because, tell me.
yeah, because like R is like more the man
The mass of the R,
yeah, it's more than the
Q.
of the Q.
Correct. Q, the lower one is open, right? Q loses more, correct? Q loses more. So your conclusion is, which one have more tiny opening? The lower one or the upper one?
The lower.
You are correct. As in, I agree with you. I agree with your thinking. Good. Can you now put it into English? Because now your thinking is okay. You have to state it carefully. Can you do that?
Okay.
Good. Back to you, Gwen.
I don't think the 64 is the number of parcels.
All right. All right. Okay. I agree with you.
But
How
I
many
think
is the number? Yes. Go ahead.
but I think it's like the price of something.
Okay. Let me ask you another way. Because they ask you the total number of parcels delivered rate, right? They did ask you that. So I'm going to change the question a little bit. What is the total number of parcels? Should be easier, right? So what is the total number of parcels?
5280 divided by
Divided by 82.5.
Yeah.
Which is 64. Now you think carefully, is 64 the total number of parcels?
No.
And you are correct. So you don't have to tell me the working. I know that you're thinking. I want you to be very aware. 64 is not the number of parcels. So what is the total number of parcels? If you want hints, tell me. But I'm not gonna tell you though, because I'm forcing you to think. This is the only reason why you don't understand, because you don't understand certain part of your own working. You don't understand what 64 is, but you did understand 82.5. So there is definitely a big hope here. I'm hoping that you will understand. Do you want hint?
Maybe a small one.
I'm sorry, you're saying? Good.
Maybe a small one.
Okay, a small one is very simple. 82.5, 10 parcels, correct? 82.5, 10 parcels. Okay. Now, let's say I have a different number here for you. Let's say I have $165. Okay. Let's say divided by 82.5. If you press your calculator, you'll find the number 2. Just say, okay? Number 2.
Philip.
Yes, Kanaya?
They say that I have been signed out. You must sign in again to save changes to this file.
You mean the Jamboard, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, try going in again. Wow, there's so many troubles. Okay, try going in again. Try going in again. See whether you can work out. Okay, Gwen, here's my hint. If the total money is 165, does it mean it's 2 parcels?
No.
Then you're correct. Then how many parcels is $165?
10.
Come on, try again. 10 parcel is 82.5. 10 parcels is 82.5. $165, how many parcels?
$165 divided by 82.5.
Again, I don't want you to play with numbers. I want you to think. I really mean this. No. Your thinking
Okay, I
is
sign
the
in
problem.
again. I sign in
Good,
again, but
Kanaya.
then I need to type again.
I understand. You must have lost your typing. I understand.
Yep.
Okay, I will wait for it. I'll wait for it. I'm gonna make the numbers easier, Gwen, yeah? So that you don't play with numbers. You think. Let's say I have $20 for 10 parcels. Correct? Let's say
Yeah.
it's an easier number than 82.5. I guarantee. I give that. I understand. 82.5 is not a nice number to think about. I think it makes you focus too much on it. Now here's the simple question. $40, how many parcels?
$40.
Come on, Gwen. Gwen, $20 is for 10 parcels. $40, how many parcels?
20.
20. And you sound confident and you're correct. Just testing you. $200, how many parcels? You can use your calculator, by the way. You can.
I'll just go get it first.
Yeah, you can. Difficult question can use calculator one, definitely. There are more tiny openings. No. Okay, your answer is currently correct, Kanaya, but the problem is they want you to explain. It's a very troublesome 1 mark question. Very, very troublesome. I've never seen such a difficult 1 mark question. It should have been 2 marks. Because if you just answer like this, turns out that you don't get the 1 mark. They want an explanation why. Scary, this question. Scary.
My explanation is because like that the mass of leaf of R is more than the mass.
Oh, you did. I'm so sorry.
What was the question again?
I've written it in the question in the Jamboard. I've written it in the question.
Wait, me?
You're right, Kanaya. No, you're right. For 1 mark, I think this is enough. No, you're absolutely right. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right. For 1 mark, this is enough. Sorry, I'm thinking about more complete one. Why bother? This is 1 mark only. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, good. Okay.
Do I go to question
D. Yes, please do. If cannot, I'll give you hints again. Gwen, do you see the question?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
Right.
So 200 and 10.
Yes, Gwen.
$200 is not $200 is $100. I mean 100 pesos.
Sorry, your answer is 100. Am I correct? Your answer is
Yeah.
100. And you're
Yeah.
correct. Now I'll give you a difficult number, right? Because difficult number may confuse you, but you have to learn how to deal with it. So let's say the number is difficult like this. 140. How many parcels is that? Kanaya, are you okay? Do you need hints, Kanaya?
I don't. Yeah, I think I need like.
All right. So
but
this,
10 pesos stay as $20, right?
yes, still the same. Still the same.
So 70.
Yeah, and you're correct. Now, Back to this one, no? Back to this one. Back to the real question. The real question is harder because the numbers are uglier. Fair. But the logic is the same. This is 10 parcels. Correct?
Yeah.
I give you a imaginary number 165. How many parcels are this? Then later on, you answer me how many parcels are this. Okay, the hint is this, Kanaya. Now, whenever they ask for experiment, they already changed topic already. The topic is no longer the transportation in plants already. It's no longer. Okay, the topic is now experiment. Yes, this question combines two topics together. Will this happen in your exam on Tuesday? I don't know. They have a habit of combining things in end of year. They have.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, I'll just pretend that it doesn't happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen on Tuesday, and just I'll tell you the answer. If the answer doesn't make sense, then we talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So another characteristic of leaf that should be kept the same is the size of the leaf must be the same. If you're using a smaller and a bigger leaf, the mass is already different in the first place.
Yeah.
That is not good. The question never say that the leaf should be the same, so we have to say it out for them. Hey, choose the same size of leaf, lay. If not, how can it be fair? It's not fair at all. Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you listen to me, then your practice is still to put it into English. I still want to see your English. Then we move on. Okay.
Okay.
Gwen, can you answer the question?
I feel like I should take 82.5, like, divide by something, but
Okay, wait. Let's look at the easy number first. Let's look at easy numbers. Now you're asking logic. Now you're asking how to think. Now here I give you the easy number, right? Easy number. How did you figure out that $200 is 100? Tell me your thinking process.
I realized that, like, each equation that I did was, like, each parcel is, okay, so, like, each amount of money that they pay for, like, each group of parcels is twice the number of parcels they pay for.
Oh my goodness, your logic is like this. Like this one times two. That's your logic.
Yeah.
So this is times two, right? If I reverse that, divide by two, that's the logic. If one direction is times, the other direction is divide, correct? And 70. Okay, makes sense, huh? Okay, let's say we use that logic. I'm okay. Now, let's say because your logic is correct. Okay, this is logic, not math or numbers. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Your logic is this is times two. You see it times two, and therefore you reverse it as divide two. And you know what? You are correct. That's a good logic. That's not just math. That's not just numbers. That's the logic happen here in the ugly numbers.
Yeah.
Then how does it work? This one times something, right? Times 8.25. Correct or not?
Yeah.
So the reverse logic is divide, no? Divide 8.25. Correct or not? That's the logic.
Yeah.
With that logic, shouldn't you be able to answer this? You understand what I'm saying? Right. Anaya, are you typing somewhere? Sorry, I'm not seeing your typing.
Yeah, I'm typing.
Oh, okay. Of course, Gwen, use your calculator. Calculator is meant to handle ugly numbers so that we can think. Then we are free of the ugly numbers, right? Let the calculator handle the ugly numbers, right? We concentrate on the logic. Now, write down the answer in the Jamboard. Might as well get used to it.
20.
Okay, I understand your answer. That seems to be the correct answer. Okay, now 165 is an imaginary number. The real number is 5280. How many
Yeah.
parcels?
So 5280 divided by 8.25.
Is that math or is that logic?
Logic.
And logic is very important in a hard question. Do you think the logic is correct? Do you think the logic applies, Gwen?
I think so.
Then try, then let your calculator help you, of course, right? Okay.
Okay.
Anaya, do you have trouble typing the answer?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay,
Mhm.
exit. Okay. Should be I'm gonna make it smaller for you. Okay. This is
Okay.
me learning your English. Yeah, I want to know how good your English is, right?
Oh, okay.
Looks good to me. Looks good to me. Should be kept the same. Oh, okay. Same size. I think that's better. Same size.
Oh,
Okay, same size. Other than that, I feel that your sentence explains your thinking to the teacher. That's good.
oh,
I feel. Okay, because your answer should show your teacher, hey, this girl understand. Okay, good for you. But the same size is important. You cannot let go of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other question for this one, Kanaya?
No.
All right. Now, if you're happy, the next question should look very familiar, right?
Okay.
Okay,
All right,
I
Gwen,
got 640.
are you ready to put that into the Jamboard?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and put it down first. And I will say that I agree with you.
Philip,
Yes, Kanaya.
I cannot see the top question.
Sorry, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Sorry.
The question 30 something, I don't know. Then
Oh,
I only can see the diagram below shows the each air site is surrounded by many
okay. This is
platforms.
very weird. Are you using a laptop or are you using an iPad?
Laptop.
That's very weird because this usually means you are zoom in too much. That's very weird. How can a laptop do that? That's very weird. What's going on here? Right. Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Can I settle that problem? No. Does this mean that you can read it now?
Yeah.
Okay. What happens is that I shift it very downward so that you can read it. If I put it back normally right now, normally you cannot read it again, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's very weird. That means, oh my goodness, there's a lot of technical problem. We're not gonna worry about that today, okay? We don't have
Okay.
time, right? I'm gonna just put it there. Then I'm gonna put the answer, the question there. Okay, now you can read everything.
Okay.
Okay. So Gwen, have you figured out your problem? Have you figured out your problem?
Yes.
So let me ask you one
I
more. Yes, yes, Gwen. Yes, yes.
so we were
Tell
talking
me.
about like how
Yes,
how
yes.
much like the 10 parcels cost and like the amount of money you have to pay for like each group.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um I still don't get like the 64 times 3, like how did it
Okay.
how did it
Right,
happen?
right, right. Okay. The issue is simply this. The issue is simply this. What does 64 mean? That's your decision, you know. You're the one who decide to get 64. I agree with it, but what does 64 mean to you? If it means nothing, you tell me it means nothing. You tell me right now. Does it mean anything to you or not? 64.
Well, I got 640, but in the paper it's 64.
Yeah, I know, I know. So again, let me ask you, does 64 mean anything to you or 640 means anything to you? Which one does it mean? Which one means something to you?
640.
Okay, then now, even though I agree with your 64 and your teacher also, right? It
Mm-hmm.
means nothing to you and I won't bother explaining it first. I won't. I'm going to now cancel it because you do not know what it means. Can you? Why? Because we have a better replacement already. You have something that you can help. See, this one you understand. So let's not worry about 64 times 3 because you do not know what is 64. Let me just ask you, if 5,280 is 640 parcel, can you find out how many parcel are late? Is it possible for you to use the 640 to help you? Cannot.
Yeah.
Then you do based on 640. Okay, you can do it on Jamboard, you can do it on your paper, that's fine. Okay, Kanaya, I'm reading. Yeah, okay, good. Of course, continue. Yeah, continue further. Yeah, continue further. Just
So,
reading.
sorry, so I'm supposed to like figure out what 640 is, or
No. I'm asking you. You say that 640 is meaningful. What is 640? One more time. To you, what is 640?
640 is the amount of parcels you pay with $5,280.
And
Yeah, 5,000.
I agree with you. I agree with you. We are both correct or we are both wrong. But I agree with you. Can you do something about that? Because what they want is not the total parcel, but the total parcel who is late. That's what they want. And you find out how many is late. Is it possible? If cannot, please tell me, Gwen. Yeah, please tell me. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, but just like, okay, so I have a question. If 9, so like for the first time I multiplied 9 and times 7, so like that's the amount of money they collected for deliver on time. But
Sure.
then there's 640 parcels that were either delivered or late. But then like 63 is 63 only for like the 10, like every 10. Because like if it is, then do I have to like multiply to get like, because the I don't, because there were like, I feel like I have to like divide something, but I don't know what.
It's not your math which is the problem. It's also not your reading. Your reading is actually quite good, Gwen. It's your logic. You're not used to using logic. But I guess in a very hard question, logic rules. Now this is to say, Gwen, if you are doing easy to medium question, you wouldn't have any problem. The problem is always with the hard questions, because the hard question confuses us. I guess that's why it's hard. Makes sense, right? All I can do is sharpen your logic. If I give you the answer, it might not help at all. Why? Because your teacher gave you the answer, also it doesn't help. Okay? All I can do is sharpen your logic. Because if hard question is what you want, your logic must be stronger. Okay? So I'm going to try to sharpen your logic. Can? 10 parcel, 3 and 7. Correct?
Yes.
3 late, 7 on time, right? There you go. 20 parcel, how many late? And how many on time?
20 parcels. 14 were on time and 6 were delivered late.
And I feel your logic and your math is working well right now. 60. There you go. Okay, you're correct. I agree with you. Can you do this for 640? Can you figure out how to do it? You think? Can or not?
How 640?
How many late and how many on time?
Okay.
You figure it out.
Mm.
Most of the time, you'll be using your logic and a bit of math. Okay, I'm checking your answer, Kanaya. Now, for the first one, I think I have problem with your English, Kanaya, for the first one. I need to understand what you're thinking first. So what are you thinking for question A? What do you
Basically,
think?
like the more we breathe, like the more that more air sacs in our body, in our lungs.
That is not what the table say. You have a reading problem, Kanaya. You have a reading problem. Look, what you're saying is the more we breathe, the more air sac you have. That's what you're saying, correct?
Mm.
That's not what the table say. Oh, you have a reading problem. Look. This guy, this is a guy, right? A person, okay? Guy number one. Guy number one, breathe in only 10 per minute. Is that good or not? 10 per minute. So little
No.
compared to 25. Okay, you think that's bad. That's part of what the question is trying to challenge you. Okay, so this guy is a non-smoker. Non-smoker is good, right? Correct, right? Non-smoker is
Yep.
good.
Yep.
But you're saying that the breath 10 per minute is bad. Now, the question challenges you. The question challenges you. 10 per minute, I have 25 air sac. 20, number of air sac, 25, good or not?
Mm.
Compared to 7, I'm just going to compare it with 7. Which one's better? Having 25 air sac or having 7 air sac?
25.
And I agree with you. This is good and this is bad, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to say, smoker is bad, right? I'll say that smoking is bad,
Yeah.
non-smoker is good. So smoker 2 have less air sac. Well, that's bad.
Yeah.
But you're trying to tell me that, or tell yourself that the number of breath 25 per minute, that's good. Okay, correct or not?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to challenge you the way the question challenged you. Right? Now this is me breathing 10 times per minute.
Mm.
Did you hear my breathing?
No.
Okay, one more time. I'll make it louder. Can you hear my breathing?
Yeah.
That's 10 per minute, so it's low. Let me give you 25 per minute. Let me give you 25 minutes. That's what the smoker is, breathing more per minute.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad.
Correct. Why is that bad? Why is that bad?
It's not enough to breathe in oxygen and then
He needs to breathe more.
out.
Correct or not? He needs to
Yeah.
breathe more compared to the non-smoker, which is
Because-
you won't call that good. Yes.
Cause like
Yes.
you breathe in like too fast, then the oxygen won't manage to go to our lungs and then it go out back.
You're not connecting with the air sac. I'm aiming on your reading skill. Your reading skill is not very good. You're still not connecting with the air sac. Look, non-smoker good. Number of air sac more good. Less breathing per minute, good or bad?
It's cold.
How come the non-smoker can breathe in less than the smoker? How come? You're not connecting it. You're not reading and connecting it. Anaya, sorry, Gwen, are you stuck right now?
I think so.
Right? Time for me to sharpen your logic. It's just one more time. Look. For the easy number, you can. 10, 3, and 7, you can, right?
Yeah.
20, 6, and 14, you also can. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you cannot figure out any logic here right now for 640? Does your logic stop in the easy number and your logic cannot continue in the hard number? Is that what's going on right now?
I can figure out like apart from the late and on time,
Mm-hmm.
but so for the question that you gave me about like the for every like for the 20 parcels, like how many were late and how many were like on time.
You're correct. It's 6 and 14. Correct. Totally correct.
It's a given group. So 600. Wait, is how I
How
think
can
how
you
I got
figure out?
60 I think how I got 64 is 64 divided by divided by 10. 640 divided by 10.
That's not wrong, but also that's not how you get it. You get it by 5280 divided by 82.5 lah, and you get 64.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are you going back to 64? Is that what you're saying right now? Are you going back to 64?
And
600. Look, I'll give you a new logic, okay? I'll just give you a new logic. Maybe that's how to strengthen your logic. Look, you tend to think of logic from left to right, correct? From left to right here, from left to right. Left to right, right to left, left to right, right to left, correct? That's how you think. You almost never think up and down, never. Now let me show you. This is what I teach you basically. That this is times 2, so this is also times 2 lah. It's a very nice logic.
yeah.
This is times how many? From 20 to 200 times how many?
10.
So the logic goes, this is also times 10.
Yeah.
From 20 to 14 times how many?
7.
Therefore, 10 parcel also times 7 becomes 70. The up and down logic. Okay? The up and down logic. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let me just show you the up and down logic here. This is times 2 and this is times 64. Just telling you. Alright?
Yeah.
So up and down, this is also times 2 lah. This is also times 64. Okay? Up and down logic.
Yeah. So like,
Not helping you here? Does it help you with the late one and the on time one? Does it help you?
That was what I was thinking. So do I have to like multiply the late?
Oh, I'm gonna ask you to think about it. I'm gonna ask you to do something first. Do something. If you get this logic, then do it. Or try.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Looks like this is new to you. So good. Anaya, are you stuck right now?
Yeah, I know.
Look, first of all, in part A, your relationship is like this, Air sac go down, breath taken per minute go up. Or number of air sac decrease, number of breath taken per minute increase. This is based on the reading of the question. Do you understand what I'm saying? Number of air sac go down, number of breath go up. This may or may not make sense to you, fair, but the table says so. It may not make sense, I agree, but at least the table shows that. Can you accept that, Kanai? I think you have trouble accepting that, you see. I think that's the problem. Gwen, are you writing something? Gwen, are you writing something? Up and down logic?
Can
Up
I
and
like
down?
start? Wait, can I start like on
Different Jamboard? Yes, of course you can.
yeah,
Of course you can, right? Of course. Different page, on your paper also can, no problem. Do whatever you want, but do something.
Okay.
Kanaya, how is it? Can you accept that? Number of air sac go down, number of breath taken per minute go up.
Um,
Can you accept that?
yeah.
You sure? If you can accept that, I want you to write down in sentence. This paper is difficult, man. So happens the paper I chose for you is, we can consider it scary lah. It's scary, right?
Mm.
I guess hopefully that's a good practice for us. Would you kindly type down, if you can accept, number of air sac decrease, number of breath taken per minute increase. Something along that line. See how it feels for you. Okay, right, and okay, all right. And in the end, Gwen, you did what the question asked you to do. 3 times 64. Ta-da.
Yeah, because that's the number that were delivered late.
All right. Now the important thing is, do you understand the logic on it?
Yeah,
The up and down logic, does it work for you? You sure?
it would.
Okay. Because I can tell you, the up and down logic works every time. Well, almost every time, not every time, almost every time. Almost every time. It's not just left and right, it's up and down.
Mm.
Up and down, in fact, is more straightforward than the left and right. In fact, for most people, when they get used to it. I'm going to test you, okay? Total number of parcels delivered on time. What's the answer?
Wait, let me look at this.
Anaya, are you stuck somehow? Are you typing? Sorry, are you typing somehow?
Yeah, I'm typing something.
Okay, all right. Okay. Yeah, this course question is scary.
So like the editing that you made in slide 18, the one here, this area.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
like
that thing.
I got to answer the question, I got help from this part here. So I
Okay,
can
that part.
multiply here.
Correct. Up and down times 64. So one more time, you see the times 64. Huh? This is consistent. This is times 64, correct?
Yeah.
This is also times 64. Also. This will also be times 64. This will also be times 60. The up and down logic. Times 64, times 64, times 64, times 64.
So like what I was thinking was 64 times 7.
And that should work.
Yeah.
But are you sure you understand the logic, so to speak? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's hope we can use this next time, because that's what I promise you. I promise you that this is applicable a lot of times. Hopefully. Okay. Once you're done with that, can you do B by yourself? Think carefully. Can you do B by yourself without referring to the working? Don't refer to the working. You have to have your own logic one. If you cannot, I'll give you hints. I'll give you hints.
Okay.
It is a nice question to discuss. It is. Hopefully you bring logic out of this.
I feel it.
Yes, Kanaya. Are you done with the type? I cannot see your typing. You have to, click up.
No, I'm kind of confused. Like, is it like when you breathe, then the air sacs will like use up?
Okay, so let me confirm your difficulty, Kanaya. You have difficulty accepting my sentence because it does not make sense to you. Am I correct?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, let me put it another way. This should make sense to you right now. So number of air sac increase, number of breath also increase. That makes sense to you, correct? Okay, now I'm gonna try to correct it. Okay, I'm gonna try to correct it. Now, let's pretend air sac is mini lungs. Mini lungs,
Okay.
because that's what air sacs are. It's just the smallest part of our lung. Okay, you know what? Your lung expand. The air sac also expand. The air sac just do what the lung do. It's just a mini lung. Why is air sac important? You learn, right? Because the air sac is super thin. That's where the gas can go in, go out. Remember the blood vessel, capillary. So mini lung. Now, how many lungs do we have?
2.
Okay, 2. Now let's pretend, Kanaya, that I'm an alien, okay? And I have 10 lungs. I have 10 lungs.
Okay.
Okay. each of my lung is the same size as yours. So you have 2 lungs. I have basically 10 lungs, but all the same size as yours. Not small, very big, just like yours. Okay. Now think carefully. You need to breathe a certain time. I have 10 lungs. Does that mean because I have 10 lungs, I need to breathe more frequently than you? Look at it.
No.
Look at it. Correct. You breathe in once, you fill 2 lungs. Correct? I breathe in once, I fill 10 lungs. Because I'm an alien. Okay, I'm an alien. Maybe I am. Hey, I just breathe in 10 lungs. And then you have to breathe again after a while. Okay, you hold your breath, you have to breathe again. I'm still holding my breath and I'm smiling at you. Lousy human. How can I hold my breath for so long? How come you need to breathe more than me?
So that we can survive.
I know, but how come I can breathe less than you? I'm an alien. How can I can breathe less than you? Okay. Okay, you have 2 lungs, I have 4 lungs. Okay.
Yeah.
You have 2 lungs, I have 4 lungs. So you breathe in, I breathe in. Okay. Let's do it together. 1, 2, breathe in. Okay, now you let go.
Yeah.
Breathe in again. Okay, now let go. Okay, last one, we breathe again. 1, 2, 3. You breathe in twice, I breathe in once.
Yeah.
Why? 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 Okay. Right. Okay, now let's talk about water bottle instead, not lungs. Okay, you have a water bottle, right? You bring to your, did you bring water bottle to your school?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay. You fill in water bottle. Your water bottle is small. Small or big?
Big.
Okay, big. Okay. I have an even bigger water bottle than you. Okay, which is
Oh, yeah.
heavier lah. I have a bigger. Okay. How do you fill in your water bottle? At the school or at your house?
My house.
Okay. So I live together with you for whatever reason, and I have a bigger water bottle than you. Does it make sense? Because I have a bigger water bottle, I have to go to the tap. You fill in your water from the tap, am I correct?
No.
From the dispenser? From the water filter?
Yeah.
Okay, you have a big water bottle. I have an even bigger one than you, twice. Does it make sense if I have to go to the water filter more frequently than you? Does it make sense or not?
No.
If I have bigger water bottle than you, I should be going to the water filter more frequent or less frequent.
That's good.
Why does that make sense?
Because your one is like bigger.
So I take more, like every time I take more, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have to go back more. I can go back less because I take more every time. Make sense?
Yeah.
If I have a smaller water bottle, if I have a smaller
To
one,
more frequently.
because it will run out faster than yours.
Yeah.
Make sense or not? The number of air sac. Look, I have less air sac. I have to breathe in more.
Yeah.
More times. If I have more, I can afford to breathe in less time. Understand?
Yeah.
Make your sentence. Sorry, back to you, Gwen.
I need help.
Tell me your thinking.
Okay, so for the working 640, so now I know where it came from. And the $9
Sure thing.
is the amount they charge for deliver on time.
Correct.
So like but I don't get the connection.
Okay.
Because like Plus 192. So do I have to like include the 192?
Gwen like this, Gwen. Gwen like this. I'm sorry, I'm guessing. So I'm not thinking, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that the way to help yourself is to think about the easy number first. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, 5,280, 640 parcels, all are those big numbers, and it can get confusing. 192,448, they are not nice numbers, and I acknowledge that. Now, let's go through the easy number first, because you notice that every time I give you easy number, you can deal with it one. You notice that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to give yourself the easy number. According to this question, what would be an easy number? Maybe 10 parcels? 10 parcels would be easy.
Yeah.
Okay,
10.
10 parcels, again, 3 late, 10, 7 on time, correct? See one. Now, let's change the question. So the question changed using the easy number. Like how much more money will the company collect if there were no late delivery? That's the question. However, we only do 10 parcels, correct? Make sense? Huh? Let's only do 10 parcels. Can you do it if it's only 10 parcels? Go and do it if it's 10 parcels. Usually you can. So show that you can. Gwen, what is 9? Just checking. What is 9?
Amount of money the company charge for parcels delivered on time.
Correct. Correct. Good. Just checking. $90. I think that's a good start. Now, what would you do? Sorry, is this the answer? Is the answer $90? Just checking.
No.
Good. Because the question is how much more money, not how much money. If how much money, $90 is the answer. I agree. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The more we breathe in, the excess will decrease as the. Uh-oh. Okay, is that your final answer, Kanai?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Again, I'm sharpening your logic. It's the same with Gwen. In Gwen, I'm sharpening Gwen's logic in math. I'm sharpening your logic in science. To be fair, both of our questions are very hard right now. It depends a lot on the logic. So if you're stuck, I'm very happy to help. Right now, Anaya, I think you have another logic, which is the issue here. Remember the water bottle, right? Remember, I have a
Yeah.
bigger water bottle. You have a big one. Okay, I am bigger. You are big. You're saying basically this. I go fill my water bottle less frequently than you. Okay?
Yeah.
That causes my water bottle to be bigger. That's what you're saying. Let me repeat my sentence one more time. Let me sentence. Hey, I go less frequently to the tap water, to the water filter. That is the reason why my bottle is bigger than yours. Does that sentence make any sense? Yes, no, or don't know?
I don't know.
Right? Let me rephrase that. Hey, you have to fill your water bottle more frequently than me.
Yeah.
That causes your water bottle to be smaller than mine.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you. That makes sense.
I got the answers for
Yes, Gwen.
so just like so in like terms of the small number, right? I can do it with the big numbers because like the answer is already provided there. But like so the answer you get like in this case is like 90. So like is it the number that they could have gotten minus the number that they actually got?
So that will be the more lah, right? That will be the more.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do the minus here? You haven't done the minus, right?
You mean for the actual answer?
No. Your answer right now. Is your answer right now $90 for the 10 parcels?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That's not how much more money.
Oh no, it's not like my final answer.
Yeah, go and do it. Go do the final answer for 10 parcels first.
Yeah.
Then I'll let you do what you want. I think I understand. But please, I think you're jumping the gun. Can you just do for the 10 parcels first? Just to confirm. Anaya, still struggling with the logic, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one more time. One more time. Which one makes sense? Okay. Hey, you go fill in your water bottle more frequently. Okay.
Yeah.
That causes your water bottle to be smaller. Okay. That's the
Yep.
first sentence. The second sentence, I just flip. Hey, your water bottle is smaller. That causes you to fill in your water bottle more frequently.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by yeah? What do you mean?
Yeah, it's correct.
The second one makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one makes sense or not?
It also makes sense, but like I feel like the second one makes more sense.
Okay, let's go with that. Now, look at your answer. Now, your answer is the more you breathe in, it causes the number of air sac to be smaller.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna flip that. The number of air
Ah.
sac is less. It causes you to breathe in more.
Yeah,
Which one makes more sense?
the second one.
Okay, can you rewrite it if that makes more sense? Because usually we should choose the one that makes more sense lah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay, Gwen, still stuck? Still stuck, Gwen?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's say I don't stop you from doing what you want. Do you have something you want to do right now? Do you want? Do you have something you want to do?
I could share with the actual number.
Correct.
I
So
don't have
easy
the
number, hard
Yeah.
number, right? Easy number, hard number, 640 parcels, correct?
Mm.
Yeah.
And every time you have easy to hard, I teach you the connection, right? The connection times 64, correct? You already know. That immediately applies to whatever other things you want. Anything else you can also times 64 from easy to hard. Understand? Okay, is that what you want to do? Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Go ahead, give it a try. Go ahead and let's see what happens.
Like 90 times 64.
Go and do it. If you think this is what you want to do, you go and do it first. Okay,
I changed already.
okay, I'm looking at it. Okay, Kanaya, I don't understand about your sentence. Most of the time, your sentence is good. Now, I feel that when your sentence is not so good, it's because you're not certain about your logic.
Oh,
Okay, now, I'll just tell you the straightforward answer first one. Okay, smoker number
okay.
two smokes.
Yep.
Therefore, causing his number of air sac to be smaller. When he smokes, his air sac gets damaged. You know
Yeah.
that smoking damages lung, right? So imagine that the
Yeah.
non-smoker number one have 25 lungs, 25 air sac, 25 mini lungs. If you smoke too much, 25 gets reduced to 7. You only have 7 working lungs because
Yeah.
you smoke. So smoking causes your number of air sac to decrease.
Oh, yeah.
Make sense?
Mm.
Number of air sac decrease, right, causes you to breathe more per minute.
Yeah.
Smoking causes number of air sac to decrease. Number of air sac decrease causes breath taking in to be more. There's my straightforward answer. My question is, does that make sense to you?
It makes sense a bit.
A bit meaning a bit more or a bit less than what you're writing,
A
compared to what you're
bit.
writing.
Like, I'm just like confused, like in that part.
Okay, I don't want you to erase your working. Don't do that. Why don't you just type in what I say? Because you say it makes a bit sense. Why don't you just type it in and see what happens? Don't erase your previous word. I'll repeat my
Okay.
answer one more time. Huh?
Yep.
Smoker 2 smokes, causing his number of air sac to decrease. Because damage. Because his number of air sac is so little or so few, he has to breathe in more per minute. Just try to type that and see how you feel. Okay, Gwen, you have 5760, I think, yeah, 5760, right?
Yeah, because I realized that like in terms of small number 90 is kind of like the 5760.
I don't understand why you times 9, though. Huh? Why do you times 9? Sorry.
So 640 were delivered, right?
Okay, times 9. Oh, okay, sure, you're not using the logic, the up and down logic, but I guess I understand what you're saying. I understand that this, okay, I understand your answer here. Now, is this your final answer?
No.
Okay, then what is your final answer? I understand what you're doing. At least I understand it. No problem. So what is your final answer?
The number like they could have gotten minus the number they did get.
Then minus it lah. Minus it. Minus it. Because I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to take action. Kanaya, this is not what I say fully. I did say this half. This is half of what I say, right? Smoking causes the air sac to decrease because damage. That makes some sense, right?
Yeah, that part makes some sense, but the rest
The
of the
second
part
part.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
okay.
doesn't
Then
really.
let me make it this way. Loh. My water bottle is less than you. I have to go in and fill in more.
Yeah.
I thought that makes sense. So my water bottle is smaller, is the same as my air sac is less than yours. Correct? I have a smaller
Yeah.
water bottle is the same thing as my air sac is less than yours. If my water bottle is smaller than you, I have to fill in more. More mafan, more troublesome, correct or not? More troublesome.
Yeah.
Do you like more troublesome? I mean, I don't. I want my water bottle to be big. I don't want to every 1 hour go and fill in my water bottle. That's a waste of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. So if my air sac is lesser or smaller than yours, I have to be more mafan and breathe in more times per minute, which is mafan.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Does that make sense to you or not?
Yeah.
If that makes sense to you, try to write it down as a continuation, if it is possible.
Okay.
And I agree with you, Gwen. That does seem to be the answer. That does seem to be the answer. My problem with this is that it is exactly like the answer key. I'm not comfortable with that. That's my only problem. The answer key, the correction is specifically like your answer. I cannot tell whether it is you who understand or you're just copying the answer key. I don't get it.
So
I'm not,
basically, like,
I'm not comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I hope you understand why.
yeah. So like the way so basically the way I'm doing this is like, um. So of course I already like remembered the answer like before we worked it out, right?
Correct.
So
Precisely.
like, the six. So like, I did like I couldn't find out. So like I couldn't figure out. So I asked for help in this question because I couldn't figure out where I got my correction numbers from. So
Okay.
basically it took me a while to figure out what the 9 was. So like
Okay.
little by little, then like I started to understand, and then like the answer key started to make more sense.
If the benefit you get is to understand the answer key more, well, at least you understood it without my help too much. At least. And that's a credit to you.
Yeah.
Imagine if I explain it to you. Gone already, lo. Like, I mean, you understand lah, but can you repeat it next time? You know, that's the issue, right? That's always the issue.
Yeah.
Credit to you for figuring out the answer key. So something is gained here. I'm trying to give you more. Okay, again, I'm trying to give you more with what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm trying to give you a strength of logic, right? So I'm doing something not like the answer key. Okay. Instead, I'm going to use your 90 because you at least start with 90.
Yeah.
Okay, and according to your calculator, what is this?
So 90 minus.
Yeah, use your calculator.
7.5.
All right. Now, 7.5, do you know what 7.5 means? This is, let me just emphasize that this is 10 parcel number. This is also 10 parcel number, correct?
Yeah.
So this must also mean this is a 10 parcel number lah. I know it's not 640, but who cares? 10 parcel is easy. Do you know what $7.5 mean for 10 parcels? What does it mean?
So just to confirm, the 90 is from the multiplication of 9 times 10 that I did earlier, right?
It is. I'm using your working. Yes, I am. So
Okay,
what
so
does 7.5 mean?
there's the difference between what the company got
Yeah,
and
I got.
what the company could have gotten.
This is correct. You are absolutely right. That means you understand what's going on. Could have and got. Okay. I actually only gotten 82.5. I could have gotten 90 maximum. You're absolutely correct. This is the number for 10 parcels. Maybe I put it this way. I rugi. I didn't get 7.5 because I was late in 3 parcels. Correct? Okay. Now I challenge you 7.5 times 64 using the up and down logic. Challenge you and then tell me what's the answer. Kanaya, I was just waiting for your typing. Are you done?
What did I have to say again?
Go ahead, Gwen. Just times 64. Why? Up and down logic, right? From easy to hard is times 64. So I'm just going to times 64, 7.5.
Oh, okay.
Right. Kanaya, how does it feel? Now your sentence feels actually okay. Does it mean that you now are comfortable?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Because that's the answer for part B. You already answered part B.
Oh.
You see that? You see answer question part B, and then you see whether you have answered it or not. So what is the answer, Gwen? What is the answer?
4.
180. Correct?
Okay.
Exactly the same answer as the final one. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of
640.
relating to. It's kind of like the answer.
It is. It is the answer. You did explain why you breathe faster. You did. Which is why I keep asking you to understand it. If not, you won't understand.
Mm.
Can you accept it? Do you still have any problem?
No.
Very difficult question though. Very difficult. I don't think your school's question will be this hard. I don't think so. Let's move on. Maybe we can get a bit more.
Because our one is MCQ or MCQ.
Correct, correct. Doesn't mean that MCQ won't test you on logic lah. Doesn't mean, right? But the next one, the next one.
Okay.
Wow, also scary. All very scary. Now, Gwen, the method I did just now, 10 parcel, 750. The difference between could have gotten and what you actually got. That's for 10 parcel.
Yeah.
If I want the number for 640, I just times 64 lah, and there you go, 480. The exact same answer as the answer.
Mhm.
Acknowledge that this might not be very comfortable to you, but my question is, do you understand this method?
Yes.
If you understand it, then at least I feel your logic is growing. That's what we're aiming for here. When I see you do $90, I was hoping that you could have done this. I was hoping. As it stands right now, your $90 is not used in your final working. Correct or not? You never use $90.
Yeah. Because
That's totally fine. It's totally fine. I'm not saying that that's wrong. Obviously, you're correct, man. That's obvious. But if you were to use $90, it may look like that. It may look like that. I hope that makes sense.
Mhm.
Now, don't underestimate this method just because you get the same working as the answer key. Because remember, you're working backwards. You have the answer key in mind. You're just trying to fit your logic.
Yeah.
Might not work next time. Might not. This one, you at least go through the logic and then you get the final answer. At least you're inventing a new logic. At least you're making your logic stronger. At least.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, yeah, super difficult question, to be fair. Right. Any other question?
Philip.
Yes.
Well, like the question they say, how the changes in the heart rate during the exercise affects the amount of blood transported to the question I don't really understand.
Uh-oh. You still have a reading problem. So it's the same. It's the same. Still same problem. Now, Gwen, do you have any other question?
No.
Then for the last 5 minutes, let's just do ahead of your class. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Just like last time. Okay, Kanaya, I've said this 3 times, right? Your problem, first thing first, is the reading, right? That means when you're reading, you feel that you don't understand the question at all. Now, when I mean that, I don't mean that this part you don't understand. No, I mean this part you don't understand. Let me put it one other way. Of course, you don't understand this part if you don't understand the top part. Of course. Let me repeat this one more time, Kanaya. If you want to score this one, I know this is not MCQ. I know. But if you want to score this one, you cannot skip the top part. Cannot at all.
Yeah.
The same thing as the previous question. You skip the table. You just whack the question immediately.
No,
Doesn't help you much. Now, what can you understand from the top part?
Like the heartbeat increased when we started exercising.
Seems about right. That's correct. And
And
that's
then,
what you
like,
learn, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like the diagram line is muscle because like if we need to move, like we need like muscle to move, so we like use more muscles.
I don't think you read this part. Again, this is a very difficult question, but I hope you could read this one, especially because it's hard. This is not the amount of muscle, but the amount of what? What is this?
But
Yeah, amount of blood supplied per minute. This is not talking about the muscle, but the blood supplied to the muscle. Make sense?
yeah, no.
Okay, the blood supplied into the muscle is this one. The blood supplied to the small intestine is this one. Don't forget. So what
Oh,
happens? What happens? Improve your reading, please. Gwen, are you stuck? Sorry, supposed to take the textbook and everything. Are you stuck? Wow, too many waiting. Oh,
I'm looking for it. I forgot it.
come on, come on. Usually we do the textbook. Come on, come on, come on. It's not the first time you do this tuition, right?
Yes, I removed it somewhere.
Mhm. Kanaya, just to confirm, you're typing something, is it, Kanaya? Sorry, Gwen. Yes, you're saying Gwen.
Okay, I found it.
Okay, good. Okay, get flip to where the class is and go a bit further.
because wait, the diagram, right? So is it like every time like our heart beats and they pump blood to every part of our body?
Heartbeat go up, pump more blood. Correct. Sorry, continue from there. Sorry. Then what? Sorry, Kanaya, what did you say?
Yeah.
Actually, to think about it, we didn't actually really learn anything new. Plus, for this few weeks, like my teacher has been giving us like practice papers instead of like actually going through the math worksheet.
I understand, Gwen. You guys are looking to the past because you're preparing for exam. Totally the right thing to do. Come on, Gwen. Every time in this tuition, I ask you to move slightly faster. I never ask you what you just learned. Of course, I need to know, but I want you to go slightly ahead of the class. It does not matter if you haven't learned anything. That simply means you can learn slightly faster, more easily. Correct or not?
Yeah.
That's what I ask you to do in this tuition. Go slightly ahead. Slightly ahead. So you need to know where you were and then just go slightly ahead.
We started like a bit on average, like we know what average is.
Alright. So let's go slightly ahead. Slightly ahead. Just slightly ahead. Okay. Anaya, are you stuck?
Like yeah, a bit.
Yeah.
If that's something that you haven't done, Gwen, let's do that. That's fine. Let's do that. As long as it's not something that you have done, that's good. Hey, Kanaya, one more time, I ask you, yeah, do you understand the connection between this guy and this guy?
Yeah.
Tell me what's the connection according to you?
Like the more heartbeat during the exercise, right? The
Yeah.
more like blood that is pumped to every part of our body.
Half right and half wrong. If you are correct, how come the small intestine one go lesser? You are half correct. The muscle one go up. Okay, you are half wrong. The small intestine is lesser. Does that confuse you, Kanaya?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, for exercise, you know exercise, right? Okay, your sister do exercise, you do exercise. For exercising, we need muscle. Everybody is clear lah. Okay, everybody's clear. Do you need small intestine to exercise?
I don't know.
Then let me ask you the function of muscle. The function of muscle is this one, you know, everybody common sense one. To move you around, right? which is
Yep.
the definition of exercise. Exercise is moving around much more. Great.
Yeah.
What is the function of small intestine? You know.
To, mm,
Wait, you don't know the function of small intestine?
it's like the just
Yeah, the digestion. It's part of digestion, correct? Well, the function of muscle is to move around. The function of small intestine is to digest, to help you digest, absorb food, right? When you're
yeah.
exercising, it seems that you pump more blood to muscle and you pump less blood to digestion. That
Mm,
doesn't make sense? That doesn't make sense at all?
yeah.
How can you pump more blood to everywhere? You have a limited amount of blood. If you pump blood more to muscle, that means you pump less blood to everywhere else. Your concept is half right and half wrong. When you're exercising, does it mean that your total blood increase? Anaya. Gwen, are you stuck, Gwen? Sorry. Okay. Oh, come on, Gwen. Are you stuck? Well, how come? Wait, how come you're stunned here? Oh, too many waiting today. Too many. What's going on? What's going on, Gwen? What's going on? Tell me.
I'm just like reading through.
Okay, reading through is fine. All right. At least do one question before we call it a day. Okay.
Yes.
Too many waiting today. Too many. Anaya, are you still stuck?
Yeah.
But don't blame you lah. The questions are very hard. Uh, do you know how many blood we have?
No.
I'll tell you the number. 5 liters.
We have what?
Okay. 5 liters of blood. Since you're a bit smaller than the adult have 5 liters. Maybe you have 3 liters. Okay, maybe you have 3 liters. And yeah, you have 3 liters of blood. How big is your water bottle?
Think 600
600 milliliter. Okay. 600 milliliter, very easy. That means your amount of blood in your body is 5 of your water bottle. 5 times 600 is 3,000. 3,000 is 3 liters. So the amount of your blood you have in your body is 5 water bottles. So far, so good?
Yep.
If usually to the muscle, I give 2 water bottles, the rest of the body, 3 water bottles. That's normal resting. Suddenly when exercising, I need to give 4 water bottles of blood to the muscle because I need to move a lot. Does it mean that I have more blood for the rest of the body? No. The answer is no. Your total blood is 5 water bottles. Normally 2 for muscle, 3 for the rest. When exercising, you need 4 for your muscle. So you only have 1 for the rest of the body.
Oh.
Does that make any sense?
Yep.
When you say when exercising, you will be giving more blood to everywhere, that is wrong because your blood is limited. You cannot just increase your number. That's the concept. Still crazy, but still crazy difficult, but I guess you're learning something important.
Yeah.
Well, can you answer the question then? If it is still confusing, tell me. Elliot, I can see you. I'm just waiting for the video to turn on. Gwen. You're not doing this one. Okay. All right. Okay. Give it a try. Was waiting for it.
Yes.
Without the answer key. Okay, never mind. Just do a warm up. It's okay. Just do a warm up.
Okay.
Okay, Elliot. Yes, I can see you. Yeah. Are you healthy, Elliot? Everybody's falling sick right now.
Yeah, I am.
Good. Sounds good. Right. Because yeah, the flu is moving around. Okay. This week, will your school continue to give you time exercises?
No more already.
No more. Sorry, what do you mean by no more, Elliot?
They did it for like couple
A
of
while.
times. Yeah, they have to
Oh,
change it.
stop already. No more. Oh,
Not
okay.
none that I know of.
So you are back to normal schedule already. Something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, understand. What do we study today? Do you have any idea? I have an idea, but what's your idea?
Not really. No idea.
Okay. Let me settle the rest and then we'll talk about it. Okay. Let me settle the rest. Okay. Hopefully this is good news, lah. If you don't know what you're going to study, hopefully that means because it's something good. Yeah. When are you stuck?
I'm not really sure what to do after this, but
Okay, the answer is 5 actually. Let's check it out.
okay.
You check it out. The answer is 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now do question 4 and then we're done. Try not to look at the answer key.
Okay.
Okay. Kanaya, is this your final answer?
Mm, yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to change your sentence to make it correct, and then that's it. That's it. Yeah?
Okay.
You need to say the heart pump more blood. You're not mentioning the heart at all in your sentence. I know there's a heartbeat. Okay, that makes the heart pump more blood
Oh.
because that's what the heart's job is. The heart's job is to pump blood, right?
Yeah.
The blood's job is to carry oxygen to the muscle. So the heart pump more blood, the blood carry oxygen to the muscle lah. The oxygen one they don't ask here lah. Right, to the muscle. Now, the second part, the small intestine, I'm not sure. What do you want to say?
And then
If
we
you
like the small intestine will have lesser blood.
compare to. Okay. I understand your sentence. Okay. More blood to the muscle, and comma,
Yeah.
less to the small intestine. Maybe something like less
Yeah.
to the small intestine. And then you may want to explain why if they ask. They don't ask that. But if they explain why like that? Because muscle is needed for exercise and small intestine is not.
Oh.
That makes some sense. I hope that makes
Yeah.
some sense. I'm trying to teach you the
Yeah.
sense.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
All right. So one more time, you're thinking of blood everywhere all the time. That's not correct. Only to a specific part. That means you have priority. Okay. Let me put it another way. After you eat, there is less blood to your muscle, more to your small intestine. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you're prioritizing digestion, which is why you feel sleepy. Is less blood to your brain also. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's stop here. You're discussing super difficult question. I don't think I'll give you more. Right. I don't think this is suitable for. I think you're already sharpening your logic quite a lot today. Just revise your worksheet and then feel ready for your exam. All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not too tired today, and I hope you have a good dinner. See you then. Bye.
Bye.
Gwen, obviously it's correct, right?
Yeah.
Obviously it's correct. Okay, that's the warm up. Okay, I'm sure your school will go further, and then I'll see you next week. Okay.
bye.
Okay. Bye, Gwen. Okay, Elliot. Right now we can focus. How's your other subject? I mean, besides A math and chemistry, what do you think, Elliot?
My everything else is like not bad.
Okay. How about A math and chem then? Comparison.
My results were quite inconsistent there.
Tell me more.
like sometimes there's like sometimes my results go up, then sometimes go down. Like it's never a certain grade. Compared to my other subjects, always like it's
Steady.
real.
Okay. Now, let me try to understand that one more time before going to prelim. Because there's a very good reason why. Okay, so I'm using your Jamboard. Okay, are we in the same Jamboard? Yes, we are. Okay. Now, let me try to understand. Sorry. This bothers you. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I'm trying to explain why it happens. Then you know how to deal with it. Okay, yeah? I'm trying to explain that. But before that, would you just tell me what's happening with your EMAT? Give me a range of your result, right now. How many percent?
It's like B3 to A2.
But give me a percent. Then I'll tell you what the grade is. Give me a percent.
What do you mean like a percent?
When you say B3 to A2, does it mean it is 65% to 70%?
Yeah, around there. Sometimes it's like the high A2s, like not A1 yet, but almost.
Oh, then it's more than 70. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I don't want you to be fooled, okay? For O level, not for prelim. Okay. EMAT is not something we usually bother about near because we bother about other things. So I'll say that as a disclaimer first, so that you don't get shocked one more time. Did you remember how many percent did I tell you if you want A1 for EMAT O level? Do you
Oh
remember?
no.
I'll remind you one more time, and I'm not bluffing. This is by experience. 91% or more for A1 in O level, okay? You are currently very far from A1. But EMAT is not a problem. I'll tell you how to handle it later. I'm just saying that right now you are not very near to A1. You are not at A2. That's one. However, it should be quite easy to get to A1 if you just focus for a while. Right now, I don't think we have time. I don't think you have time. So this 91% is not a joke. It happens every year. The prediction is always correct. If you don't get 91 or above, you're getting A2 or B3. Okay? Not a bad number, but you're not getting A1. Okay? If your strategy revolves with a lot of A1, then we have to focus more on email. Right? Now, so that we avoid any conflict in the future, do you believe me or not? 91%. Because if you don't believe me, I'll be saying things that are useless to you.
Yeah, I mean can believe.
Based on past year experience, yeah? The reason is because a lot of people only need to practice EMAT compared to you. You need to practice AMAT and EMAT. So you have less time to sharpen your EMAT, even though it's way easier. It's just way easier than EMAT, but you have less time. So I'm not surprised. Most AMAT students don't manage to get A1 for EMAT. They get a nice number, but not A1. Okay. So later on, after prelim, I ask you, do you want A1 or not for EMAT? Okay, let's settle the rest. English, Chinese. Is your Chinese done?
Yeah.
Then do you know what's your O-level grade right now?
No, not yet.
Okay, question. Can you give a prediction?
Probably a pass.
O-level is a pass, which is to say you won't be using it. Is that what you're saying? Okay, not using. Okay, that understand. Okay, when you know the real grade, could you just please? All right, English. Right now, what is your English right?
It's like 80% like that.
80% plus. Can I say that?
Yeah.
And you know what? Every time my students say their English is very good, I think 80% is very good. I'm very, how do I say? I'm very proud. I don't know how people get 80% plus. So if you're getting that, I'm very happy. Good for you. Right? I suppose for O level, you are still aiming for A1, I suppose. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Don't know how to teach people English, so I'm very happy that your English is very good. Okay, what else do we have here? I guess combined humanities. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about combined humanities if you're going to poly. If you want to go to JC, you have to worry about it. Do we worry about it or not?
But in the end, don't you need to use it like in the final grade also?
Are you talking about poly? Correct, right?
L1,
Poly or JC? Sorry, because JC, yes, you have. Poly, not really. Not really. Definitely not really. You can use it, you don't have to use it. Sorry, do you know why? Sorry, I'm sorry. Wait, I thought you have a clear idea about the ELR2B2 already.
I thought that one is like your best subject or no?
EL means English, right? So English is very good, very happy. Relevant too lah. Relevant too, depending on what courses you take in poly. Uh, uh, I don't think, unless you go for business, I don't think combined humanities is a relevant subject. Relevant subject means you must use it. If you want to go to business, then yes, combined humanities is a very important subject. Because very likely your relevant subject is math and combined humanities. E-math lah, not A-math, E-math. Make sense? Now, that is for business. Am I correct to say that you are still interested in business?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the options.
Okay, so you're keeping that option open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll put it this way. For poly business, right? For poly business, combine humanities and E-math. Then suddenly you do want your E-math to be A1 if possible lah. Suddenly lah. Right? Suddenly. Okay. What do you think about combined humanities?
Um, I think I'm quite good at it.
Okay. Can you give an idea?
I think it's like my English also.
80% plus. After combination, after combining SS and history, I think.
And job.
Geog, sorry. After combining them, it's 80%.
Yes.
I mean, you're in for a good time. Okay? Stay humble, do it well, in for a good time. So there, we got it. So the rest, right? The rest. Nothing else, right? It will be A math, right? Bio and chem. Am I missing anything else?
No.
Okay, so I guess let's start with bio first, lah, because last time I checked, you're more confident with your bio than your A math, right? Okay. So are you still like that?
Yeah.
Okay, then bio is
It's like 65 to 75%.
Okay. The range is a bit big, but we'll do that. I have no idea what's A1, right? I don't know. I don't know what's A1 for example, but not gonna be 75. Maybe slightly higher. Maybe 83 something. Maybe I don't know. Right? So good for you. You're saying that your AMAT and Chem is worse than your bio, right?
Yeah.
To be fair, you have to use one of them lah. To be fair, for poly, the exact same discussion as last time. If you want to go to poly, you gotta choose one between AMAT and Chem. Fair, right?
Yeah.
If you want to go JC, you have no option. You have to use both. Now, is this still correct? That's our situation right now.
Yes.
Okay. So we have to include AMAT and Chem because we might need both, right? So now you say that there's a very big range that bothers you. So tell me what's the range for AMAT and then for Chem?
For AF, it's like 50 to 65.
Let me confirm, 60 to 65%. Am I correct?
No, 50.
50 to 65%.
Yeah,
So you're saying that you are passing lah. That one is certain, but
but it's not like
it's
barely
not
passed.
very good. And it's also very fluctuative lah.
Yeah.
Passing is passing. I understand. I can explain why, probably. Chemistry?
Chemistry is like, well, for my AMF is 50.
I'm sorry, sorry, what? Sorry.
For AMF is 50 to 60.
Oh, 60 to 65. Sorry, not 50. 60.
No, you put 60.
Oh, just now I go back to 50 already. Sorry, let me do that. Something wrong. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to put 50. I'm going to put 50, right? Maybe just now it didn't update. Okay, now it's 50, correct? 50.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, what else?
Then chem is like 60 to 65.
Let me confirm, 60 to 65. Am I correct?
Yeah.
60 to 65. So obviously you would think that your chemistry stands a better chance than your AMF lah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still keeping your JC option open? This is obviously a very important question.
I mean, if possible, then yeah, keeping my options open.
Okay. I am rephrasing it one more time, just like last time. Last time I rephrase it like this. Okay. Look, you want to go poly can, but get a mark which allows you to go to JC. Then you choose poly not because you cannot. I kind of phrase it that way. Then suddenly we don't meet for 3 months, something like that. That was the last discussion. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Is it still that important to you? You know, maybe you want to go to poly in the end. Maybe. But when you want to go to poly, is it important that you score well enough for JC? Then your choice is because you can, not because you cannot. Is it still important?
Yeah, that's very important.
Okay, so you want certain confidence going to poly by pegging it to JC. Again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, it cannot be just any JC, right? I mean, I'll say, Eunoia JC, you mentioned last time, right? You want Eunoia, correct, right?
Yeah.
Is totally different from Serangoon JC or totally different from Yishun JC. Just totally different.
Yeah.
Right? So are you still sticking to Eunoia for your JC option?
That one was just for DSA because I don't think I can get results alone.
Might be true. I mean, in the sense that Eunoia is competitive, lah. Fair, that's fair. Right? Then what qualifies as going to JC for you, Elliot? If it is not Eunoia, what is it? What's the minimum according to you? If you could tell me why that's better.
Probably like the result or like a school.
I think in general, saying a school might be good, that means that it automatically tells you the cutoff point, usually, right? But if you want to just say a number, also totally fine, no problem.
Then probably like a 10, raw 10.
Raw 10, right? Okay, yeah, let me see this. So you want a raw 10 for JC, raw 10 for L1 R5, correct? One R5.
Yeah.
But I just share my screen just to make it clear. So allow L1 R10, and then most probably you'll get at least a -2. Am I correct?
Yeah. Then a lot of schools around that range, right?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's maybe don't get Eunoia, but you are maybe getting ACJC, for example, maybe, right?
Yeah.
Maybe getting Catholic JC, maybe getting what's the other one? The other Anderson JC, maybe that kind of thing. Okay, I understand. Now, if you get 11, let me check. So raw 11, do you consider yourself, yeah, my goodness, die already, I will go to poly?
No.
Okay. I'm going to lower the number. Okay. 11, maybe you still go to JC. Raw, yeah? Raw 11. Okay, maybe, right? Then how about raw 12?
Yeah, probably.
Probably still JC. I understand.
No, like I go poly already.
Okay, wait. Raw 12, go poly.
Yeah, because
Okay.
there's all after it hit like a certain range, then there's no schools, and the next one is like at 15 like that. It's mostly like that.
13 lah, usually 13 lah.
Oh yeah.
13 is the that one lah, the what do you call it? JP lah, JPJC lah.
Yeah.
13 usually. And you do not want JPJC.
Yeah.
No JPJC. May I ask what's your beef with JPJC?
No beef on.
No beef. Right, no beef. Just no meat lah. JPJC no meat. Okay? JPJC no meat. ACJC, AJC, all those things are okay.
Yeah.
Single list. Okay. ACJC, AJC, Anderson, whatever, Catholic, CJC, okay, CJC.
Okay, but I also don't really know like how to pick a school that I want to go. Because like for poly, you see what course you want, right? Then you can see
Correct.
what schools.
That's
But then
that's still
see,
the
like,
best. Mhm.
they see how. Just see
Okay.
one good school.
Oh no! I told you already. Hey, yeah, pop. See, yeah, pop. No, I told you already. It's not very different from poly. In poly, you have to consider your course option, right? Okay. Then the second one is, are you willing to go that far? So, for example, if the course you want is at Temasek, are you willing to travel that far every day? It's a big deal. The big deal. Okay, so the course and then the distance. It's that simple.
Yeah.
If the distance you're not willing, you go down your option, then you go to the next option, which makes it closer. So you know that Temasek Poly is the furthest from your house. The second furthest is Republic Poly. The rest of the poly is quite close one. Ngee and Singapore Poly is very close, and you have the best options usually there. And then Nanyang Poly is not that far from your house. So you have some options there going to Poly. Okay? Right? Now let me ask you something. Are you willing to travel to Temasek? Temasek Poly is like there, like it's like super there. Like bye. It's like very far. Are you willing?
No, probably not.
Okay. And you're right, because distance matters. Seriously, distance does matter. Makes you very tired every day. So your option is not very cut off. Temasek, gone. Republic, most likely you won't choose Republic because most courses in Republic you can find in the 3 other poly. So your poly option not very limited by distance. Good for you lah. Okay. Now JC is the exact same thing, brother. In JC, you just change the course into subject combo, which we were talking about. Okay. I was asking you and everybody else, what's your subject combo? Very simple one. You want 2 science, 2 humanities, hybrid, or 3 humanities, 1 science, or 3 science, 1 humanities. Which one do you want? First thing first. Then we go in detail and then we check which school have that subject combo. You aim for that school first and then you consider the distance, the exact same thing. Because those 2 things are what makes your life an unnecessary suffering. We try to avoid that, or something that is hopefully meaningful. If you take the wrong subject combo, your suffering is multiplied, but you don't feel is necessary. You have seen that with your brother. Your brother thinks that computing is important. Take computing, it is not good. Right? That's the only way to know. Good for him, he switch. He limits his suffering immediately when he finds out computing is not for him. Right?
Yeah.
So happens his JC choice has no distance problem. So distance wasn't a. If you add distance into the equation, you're suffering twice. Again, imagine you choose, I don't know, VJC. VJC is very far from your house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, VJC. Because VJC is the best you can get. Okay, wow, 5 lah. I better choose VJC lah. I don't care about the subject combo because VJC is top JC. Any subject combo should be good one. You're in for a big trouble already. If the subject combo you want doesn't exist, then you're in for a big trouble already. First, unnecessary suffering. Then you go through the second unnecessary suffering, which is traveling back and forth every day to VJC. Too unnecessary, enough to make your score hang down. Enough. That's enough. Those unnecessary sufferings are enough to make your life a bit like a hell for 2 hours. And you get nothing much out of it. So there's a flip side. But if you choose your subject combo properly, and then you look at the distance, then you have a good option for your JC. That's where you should go. I believe culture is the third consideration. Culture and friends is probably the third one. Most people will choose that as their first consideration. I think that's rolling the dice. It's not the best way to do it. If like that, maybe don't go JC, maybe go Polytech. I feel. Now that's my opinion. I was trying to answer your question. Does it help?
Yeah.
Right. Then what subject combo for JC? 3-1-2-2 or 1-3?
I don't know. I haven't really thought in depth about it.
Very easy. Very easy. Are you going for JC? If you go to JC, are you going for 3 humanities? Because your humanities is quite good. Your English quite good. Let me give you an example of 3 humanities. Literature, geography, economy. All H2 level, the hard one. Do you feel like you may want to study literature, geography, and economics at the higher level in JC?
But I'll be behind everyone. No man.
Behind the pure humanities guy, right? You mean,
Yeah.
right? Literature, maybe you have to get used to it. True. You haven't taken literature. That's fine. English and literature totally different. Let's say I change literature to history. Does it help? Not really.
Yeah.
So you're not very happy with 3 humanities, correct? You're not very
Yeah.
happy. Okay. Economics doesn't really matter because everybody's the same. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I say you're taking geography and economics, you feel better. Let's say lah.
Yeah, probably.
Let's say. Okay. So I'm going to recite it. Okay. So 3 humanities, 1 science is gone for you already. You're not comfortable with it. At this point, I agree. You might as well go to business lah. If that's what you want, why don't you just whack business poly? Better for you. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, 2 humanities, 1 science is actually 2 science is actually a very limited option. They have a lot of requirements. This one almost certainly must take H2 math. Almost certainly. I don't think there's a hybrid combo where there is no H2 math involved. This one is JC. So this must. Can understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Which means your other H2 is here. That's also a must. I don't think there's a H2 and H1 for the science. So the H2 is both science. So this one is H2 and H1. I hope that makes sense. That's how it is for hybrid. Then you can just imagine, for the sake of imagining, you just switch between econ or geog here. Just move things around, whichever you feel the most comfortable. It doesn't matter much for the future, whether econ's H2 or geog H2. I think it matters more that you can do it well. Both are relevant in H1 and both are slightly much harder in H2. So that's the practical consideration. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then left with the 2 science law, if one of them must be the difficult math, who is the other science that you will choose? You will not be choosing physics, correct? Because too much behind already, you will die. You're left with bio or chem. Which one is it?
Of course, it'll be bio.
Okay. Now, let me tell you something about this math and bio combo. Math and bio combo matters only if you go to uni science, the science type uni. Do you still want to keep your uni science option open? Because, for example, for poly business, you are practically closing science option in uni already. It's just too much behind. And I hope that makes some sense, right?
Mm.
Is it too early to ask you, Elliot, for your future, are you opening uni science or no?
I mean, you just gotta keep your options open, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Then,
Well, that's where you do not know what to ask. So I'll just tell you the consequence of taking H2 math and H2 bio. You can only go to bio-related stuff in uni. So you're keeping your option open, but not a lot. For example, most of the engineerings are gone because engineerings ask for physics or chem most of the time, either one. Medical school also gone because they want chemistry. Pharmaceutical school also gone because it's just it's not the same as. If you don't mind all this gone, only the bio-related stuff, then you don't care about them. Please don't be greedy and open too many options. That's also not good. If you know that you don't want to touch chem, then why bother with engineering, medical school, and pharmaceutical, right? Doesn't matter. Just bio stuff is enough. I hope that makes some sense.
I thought pharmaceutical school is under bio, so
No, it's heavily chem. Let me get this very clear. Their number one priority is chem, not bio.
really.
Oh dear. Now, let me tell you this straightforward, okay? Straightforward, and then I'll show you the proof, okay? Are we wasting time? So, do we talk about this before you go to prelim or not? Are we wasting time or is this good?
No, this is good.
Okay, then I'll show you the proof very soon. I'll just tell you the straightforward summary first. For a very unfair reason, most of the courses in the uni, the science type, whether chem heavy or physics heavy or bio heavy, most of them don't really care if you take bio or not in uni, in JC. They don't care. So even the bio-related stuff, bioengineering or biochemistry, they say, oh, you take chemistry, come in, please. You don't take bio, I don't care. You can catch up inside. No problem, bro. The engineering also very unfair. The engineering will say, did you take physics? Okay, come in. Did you take chemistry? Okay, come in. Did you take bio? I don't care. I want either physics or I'll show you the proof later. The medical school, to your surprise, did you take physics and chemistry? Come in. Did you take physics and bio? Come in. Did you take chem and bio? Come in. Did you take just bio? I don't care. Don't care. Not going. Pharmaceutical, same thing. Chemistry, come in, man. Bio, don't really care. You can catch up inside. This is, I will show you the proof. I'm assuming that you are aiming for local schools, okay?
Yeah.
Right. Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. In general, that's a good thing. Yeah. It's not here. There you go. Minimum subject requirement. Minimum subject requirement is not cutoff point, okay? This is just, if you don't even have it, you cannot apply. And yeah, it's not a cutoff point. This is your, whatever, I mean, I'll just look at it. Math, physics for AI. It's not weird, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Computer engineering, math, and then any of this, right? Any of this. right? So it's not weird at all. It's not weird at all because this is AI. So we are going to worry about this because you may not want it anymore, right? Now let's go down to what I told you, the things that you expected that bio matters, right? Not this one, not aerospace engineering, bioengineering. Bioengineering. Look at bio. Oh, can you hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
You know I can hear. Okay, my headset just. Okay. And all of them will accept math and bio. Because why? Because it's bio related. Make sense? So that
Yeah.
means if you take math and bio, you're open to bioengineering with second major. This is very promising field, I must admit. It is very promising. Okay. But for certain things, they also want a H1 in physics O level, which you are safe lah. Oh no, you don't. You're not. You're just got. But you don't care because bioengineering is still open. Chemical and biomolecular engineering, whatever that means, math and bio also works. Bio related. So far so good.
Yeah.
Open. So now let's see pharmaceutical. Yeah. Chemical and biomolecular, bio-related, math, biology, and H1 physics. I mean, yes, accept that. Too bad. For civil engineering, it's not bio-related. Can you do math and bio? Can, but look at the physics requirement because they know you need a bit. They know that. Understand? So even if you take bio, they still want physics. Makes sense. Engineering does that. This thing is close to you if you take math and bio. Makes a lot of sense. It's close to you.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you don't care, who cares? Environmental engineering, any connection with bio? No. So physics, same thing like physics. IT, physics. Maritime study, physics, same thing. Oh, wait, maritime can. Yeah, maritime. Oh, maritime can. There you go. H1 math. Oh, maritime is not very hard. What? Maritime study is not very hard. Okay, I got it. Okay. Materials engineering, math and bio. Materials engineering, surprisingly, is bio-related. We just don't know what it is. So it's open for you. Right? It's open for you. Now let's go to pharmaceutical. Pharmaceutical, mechanical engineering, same thing. Art and everything. Art. Where's your pharmaceutical? Oh, biology. Biological science, open for you, no?
Yeah.
Open, good. Okay. Medicinal chemistry and pharmacology. The moment you go to here, this is no longer bio priority. Look at that. No longer. Look at that. They put a lot of emphasis in chemistry, and I think that's the right. Okay. Biological science, open for you. Biological science, open for you. Chemical and biological chemistry, not open because of the chemistry. The issue is chemistry. Look at that. Okay. Chinese medicine is open for you. Yay. Do you like Chinese medicine?
What's Chinese medicine? Like the one on the store. Then
I have no idea, but it will be very cute for you to study Chinese medicine. Okay, regardless, it's open for you if you take that. Okay, it's open for you. The environmental science one not open yet because of physics. Okay. Oh my goodness, it is. It is open. Oh, it is. It is. Oh, it's not bad. It's actually not bad. Oh wow. If you like it, if you like it. Okay. Where's the why is it so difficult to find the pharmaceutical one? Okay, medicine, H2 chemistry, and H2 biology and physics. Chemistry is the number one thing. Make sense?
yeah.
Pharmaceutical, come on, where's there's no pharmaceutical. What am I talking about? There is no wait, what? There is pharmaceutical course in NUS. So if you go to NUS, you'll see that. Okay, you'll see that.
Now, after going through all this, are you happy with your options? The options that you open? Some are closed, some are open.
Yeah, I mean, I got the idea of what was open up.
Right.
But
Which is, yes, go ahead.
the course I wanted to do for poly was pharmaceutical science. I didn't know it was so chemistry focused. I knew that chemistry was part of it, but I didn't know like chemistry is the main part of it.
Let me repeat this one more time. Let me repeat this one more time. Pharmaceutical science is, of course, the study of medicine for human being most of the time. But the medicine can also be used for animal, for farming, for all those stuff. That's fact. Okay. However, the focus is on the medicine. If the focus is on the medicine, you will be very concerned with chemistry. I hope that makes sense because the medicine
Yeah.
and how it interacts with the body at the cellular level. So it's not like Chinese medicine. Chinese medicine considers the body as a whole. They are good at that. Modern medicine doesn't mean it's better or worse, but they tend to focus only on the cellular level. How the medicine affect your body again at the cellular level. So they don't really care about the overall biology. They care about the cell most of the time. That's it. The biology is somewhat needed, but the chemistry is the main thing because you have to design the drug, make the drug. All of that are chemistry. You don't make your drug inside your body. So going to pharmaceutical course in poly, the advantage is your chemistry doesn't even have to be that good. That's the advantage. But you cannot escape from chemistry inside. The chemistry will be heavy. Let it be known. Even though your chemistry is bad, if your AMAT is good, you can get into your pharmaceutical course in poly. Confirm. Unfortunately, you cannot run away from chemistry. Doesn't matter. So let's be consistent. If you want pharmaceutical course open for you in poly, you don't focus on the entrance, but you also focus on what you will study inside. I guarantee you it's heavy chemistry. Now, shall we just look and see whether I'm bluffing? Shall we do that?
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's not like the whole of chemistry, or is it just like part
You
of
will
certain related to it?
you just see the subject and you will see what I mean. Now, do you know which poly is the pharmaceutical one?
I think got like Nanyang Poly like that.
Okay. Maybe I'll just say pharmaceutical and then poly first. Okay, let's see what happens. In Temasek Poly is there, right? Ngee also have. Maybe we'll go Ngee one, Ngee Nanyang. Okay, have everything have lah, right? RP also have, right? Okay, so let's go to the Ngee one. It's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to Ngee and then immediately you see the where's the let's see your hey, some of them don't say, right? Some of them don't say, and this is there you go. What you will learn. Okay, there are 3 years, right? So 6 semester lah. 1-1, 1-2 to 1-1-2 lah. So let's see. Okay, you check out the comparison between the biology and the chemistry. Check it out. That's your first semester. Okay, so far so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 math, 2 bio. Biosafety is not biology. Okay, it's to be safe. Yeah, to be the work practices. So 1 biology and 1 chemistry. Both of them are very serious one. Cell biology and inorganic chemistry are very serious. Okay, so far so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the second semester. How many bio and how many chemistry? Okay, ready? Any question for semester 2?
No.
The fundamentals in pharmaceutical science, obviously the thing that you want, are not very heavy in chemistry, but it's totally not biology. It's the rules of how to deal with the industry, I guess. Something like that. Is it biochemistry? Maybe not both, maybe something. Your organic and biological chemistry is what you need, is what you already know from here, your OChem. Yeah, your anatomy and physiology is your biology. Biostatistics is your math in bio. It's not bio, it's not chemistry, it's math. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Now, let's look at semester 2. Oh dear. Oh dear. So what do you think? The bio and the chem?
There's not less like no bio here.
No, there is. Now, do you know what 5 credit, 3 credit means?
No, I don't.
5 credit heavy, 4 credit, like the heavier the credit, the heavier the subject. So a 2 credit subject is like half as heavy as a 4 credit subject. It really feels like that. If pharmaceutics, which is super heavy chemistry, is 5 credit, you know that it's a very big subject thingy, kind of thing. 5 means more content, 4 means less content, 3, 2, 1, something like that. Make sense?
Yeah.
So your pharmaceutics is your chemistry here. Your pharmaceutical biotechnology, whatever that means, is a mix between bio and chem, but it's mostly bio because molecular biology. Tell you what, they are concerned with cell molecular stuff, bio, the small bio one. The pathology and pharmacology is your bio thingy because they talk about diseases. It is bio and chem, bio and chem, bio and chem, bio and chem. Make sense? It is. It is. 2.2. I'm saying the exact same thing. Biochem, 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 biochem. Your chem here would be pharmacy management, medicinal chemistry, right? Your bio would be your pharmaceutical analysis and microbiology. I mean, same thing lah. Biochem, 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 biochem. Same thing. Okay. Just to complete it, this one is where you kind of all right, you have an idea, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't change much from poly to poly, yeah? Pharmaceutical science is like that. Does this change your thinking or decision in any way?
I mean, it doesn't necessarily change, but got more to think about now.
The good news for you is you don't have to worry about AMAT at all. Almost no. The graph will be a bit complicated. The AMAT helps, but that's about it. You do a lot of logarithm graph because that's how graph works. That's it. To keep your pharmaceutical option open realistically, you should focus a lot more on your chemistry. Biology, no need to say. Your AMAT doesn't have to be that strong. That's a very fair comment. That's really very fair. You should be able to do well. If your chemistry, you don't find it very comfortable in this level, you will find the chemistry in this course to be rather harsh lah. I don't know how else to say. But the math won't be much. The math is really should be simple for you at that point. Whatever else you are thinking, you should be thinking about that. So, okay.
Yeah.
The courses affect how you approach your O-level. I sincerely believe that. That's why I think this is not a waste of time. Hopefully that works out. Yeah. Okay. Now, The JC situation, course option, right? We were thinking about 2 and 2, right? Do you think you're comfortable with 2 and 2?
Uh, yes, I think so.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, let's just explore the 1 and 3, see whether you're comfortable. If you're comfortable, at least you know you have, slightly more options. Okay. Now, I will just recommend immediately what okay, H2 math, H2 bio, that's the same, right? Makes sense, right? Okay. So this one can be H1 or H2 chem, H1 or H2 econs, or I'll put it as geo. Okay, that's your 1-3 option. I'll take it that you prefer H1 chem over H2 chem. It feels better for you. Am I correct?
Yeah.
The upside is, or the downside, I don't know. You have to choose H2 econ or H2 geog. I don't think that will scare you too much. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Not a lot of schools offer this, you see. Most schools offer H2, 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 and then H1. That one every school offers. No problem. This is where your school choices matter. Both the 221 and this one are rarer. Both are rarer. But if that is what you want, you aim for that and go to that school after you consider the distance. Because they are rarer option, not every school are willing to provide the comp. That's your first consideration. To clarify one more thing, H1 Chem doesn't open more option to you compared to this one. It's a bonus knowledge because you know whatever you take bio, it will become related. That's a modern bio. So H1 Chem kind of helps you keep in touch in case in uni you really go to the bio side. That's the advantage of H1 Chem. But it doesn't open more option. I don't think it matters that it opens more option. You don't really care about that anyway. You won't be going to chemistry heavy stuff. You'll be going to the bio related stuff. So the H1 Chem is very nice to have, I will argue. It's better to do that rather than to do the H1 humanities one. But for both cases, I think both are quite a rare option. You need to look for the specific school. Am I making any sense right now, Elliot?
Yeah.
Does it help you in any way regarding JC?
Yes.
Now, the whole problem with JC is only one. There's only one problem with JC, a very practical problem. This guy, this guy, the H2 math. I'll give you the honest opinion about H2 math. Does it help you?
Yeah.
It's a total waste of time if you want to go to bio. Total waste of time, except for the statistics. There is one part called statistics, and that is a total must. So what do I mean? It's something like this. It's 2/3 a waste of time, wasted. 1/3 necessary. So that's fair. This 1/3 one, by the way, is necessary for business and bio. It's very weird. This is the math where you need it in bio and in business. The statistics. 2/3 wasted, 1/3 very meaningful. Okay. You cannot avoid H2 math. Nobody offers bio without H2 math. Nobody, as far as I can tell. Nobody at all in the JC. So you have to do a subject which is harder than A math, fair. 2/3 of them won't matter too much in the uni level. It's nice for entrance requirement. It is important for entrance requirement. You have to be good at it. But the knowledge itself, 1/3 will be very important. The other 2/3, just use it to sharpen your logic. What else can I say? So the problem with going to JC is you have to deal with math and bio. When you go to poly pharmaceutical, for example, you have to deal with bio and chem, but that makes a lot of sense lah. You cannot avoid that anyway, right? You should be doing that if pharmaceutical. Am I making any sense? Do you want to know more detail?
Oh, then I heard got something like H3 math also. What's that?
Okay, most of the subject in the JC level has a H3 level. If you take H2, you can take H3 together with H2. Let me repeat this one more time. H3 math is not a replacement for H2 math. You will be taking both together if you want to. They can offer you that. Same thing with H3 bio, H3 physics, H3 econ. You know something. They all have H3. How does that work? It doesn't affect your final A-level calculation at all. H3 is not in the calculation at all. It does not. You join, you study more, that's it. It's really purely out of interest and ability. Purely. For all H3, not just H3 math. None of them can replace the H2 anyway.
Then why people join that?
Because they find H2 math to be not challenging at all, and they want to learn more. It is true that, for example, if you take H3 math, it reflects well if you want to go to the math major. There's only one math major, math lah. There is a math major. If you take H3 math, that reflects very well. And there's also another thing called further math. Don't worry about that. All those things reflect very well if you want to go to a very specific math course. You do not want that. Don't do that. You will die for the H3 math lab. For the H3 bio, if you're very good in your bio, they may offer you same thing with H3 chem. Same thing. Should you take it? Just take it and drop it immediately if you feel you can. Because it's a total additional workload. It's a peak to what the uni students study. Maybe I'll put it that way. It's a peak. It's a peak. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
So JC is quite liberal. They give you option to study more if you want to. But don't fool yourself. H2 are all difficult. H2 are just all difficult one. It's like that one. It's like that. Did I scare you to not joining JC? Is that what's happening right now?
No, it's not really like that. But
Good. What is your question then? What are you thinking?
it's like it's good to know all this. Because I didn't know I didn't really know this before. Then I like a blindly go there.
Yeah, I'm betting most of your friends also don't know.
Yeah, then got one of my friend, he got accepted into like EJC. Then
Sorry, what is EJC? Oh, you know, yeah. Okay, good. And
then all of my friends tell him that he's confirmed going to retain the first year. Then
yeah. Are you willing to risk that?
no, I'm not.
It's scary, in the in the better JC, they call it better. I don't know whether it's wrong. In the better JC, they care less about your own study, They just assume you can. It's scary, Have I told you I have one student in the Yishun JC one? Like the worst JC beside MI, right? The worst JC, right? The teacher are super, super, super helpful. Super. That's what she said to me. Super. Is the JC bad? I don't think so. Because there's quite a lot of good scoring student going to that thing also. The cutoff point doesn't mean everybody is 18. You understand that, right? Cutoff point doesn't mean, it just means that, oh, there are 3s and there are 18s. They are all that. The teachers also don't look down on you. As far as I can tell, in the MIJC, the only JC with 3 years, right? Okay. The syllabus is the same because I taught one student for that. I can tell you, they just spread the syllabus. The difficulty in the end is the same. It's like, NA with Express. That's the experience. But the problem is not the teacher. The problem is the students themselves look down on themselves. That's the problem. It's not the teacher. Teacher will always have some good, some bad one. I can tell you though, in the higher JC, the better one, the teacher tends to feel that they have to care too much because all of you are smart one, cutoff very high one. I dislike the better JC for that reason. I dislike it. They either teach very fast, they don't bother to teach too well. Because everybody's smart one. I know ACJC doesn't seem to be like that, so that's a good thing. It seems to be okay, right? I have no experience with AJC. I have a little bit of bad experience with CJC. It feels like that. But that's just a very small experience. I'm just, sampling from my student. I feel that people go to the better JC without knowing why. I feel. Yeah, die already. Why? Because they assume everybody's smart there. Then you die lah.
Yeah. People say that school is like the best the most demanding in terms of academics. And
Yeah.
the people there is most like
they're lost. No? It's not that they're happy with the challenge, 1/3 is happy, 2/3 are lost. For the first year, they'll pick up in the second year one. Right? It's just a big shock. It's just a big shock. But you know what I'm talking about because you have seen your brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a matter of hard work. Too much shock is not a good thing. Now, however, I'm not scaring you into JC. I'm telling you the facts of the ground. I'm telling you that. Okay. Now, knowing all this, are you still keeping your JC option open? Just checking one more time.
Yeah.
Then I'll make it very clear for your own benefit in JC. You either taking 2-2 or 1-3, correct? You are not going to take 3-1, correct?
Yeah.
Then the minimum for you to even consider that this must be B3 and B3. It must. And this is too little already. This is a bit too forcing it. For you to have some confidence in, doing your maybe the Chem 1 doesn't matter, okay? But then again, if your Chem doesn't matter, why do you want to go to pharmaceutical? It also doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know, okay? So for JC, this is B3. For chemistry, this is a matter of pharmaceutical. Pharmacy. Which is more poly than JC right now. Because I don't think you want to take H2 Chem if you can help it, right? That depends on your school option. If your school option doesn't allow you H1 Chem, then you have to take H2 Chem. Then, issue lah, same issue. Oh, might as well then ask you lah. Will you go to JC if you have to take H2 Math, H2 Chem, and H2 Bio? Would you do that? Wow. Would you do that?
Might not. But I don't mean is H2 is like another level.
Okay, I have to illustrate the difference between H2 and H1, right?
Yeah.
For humanities, the difference is clear-cut, wider and deeper. So H2 geog is 60% of H2, H1 geog is 60% of H2 geog. That's basically quite clear cut. You just study more and study deeper. So 60%. Make sense?
Yeah.
For math, it's slightly different. I don't think you'll be considering H1 math. The H1 math is basically just A math, basically. Easy peasy for you, no matter what you get, because it's just a repeat. H2 math is totally different from H1 math. So the difference is not very clear-cut compared to the humanities one. Okay, now let me explain which one is more clear-cut. H1 Chem, H2 Chem, H1 Physics, H2 Physics, H1 Bio, H2 Bio. All those are quite clear-cut, a bit same like the humanities. It's 60%, wider and deeper. Okay. So if you're taking H1 Chem, you're studying less and narrower and easier than H2 Chem. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Because you just want your chemistry to be keeping, to not be too rusty. That's all. That's good. But to do that, you have to go for the school that offers that. Make sure you go and hunt for it. Anyway, let me be practical to you. If you want to keep your JC open like this, I think it's healthier if your AMAT is A2 lah. It's really healthy lah. If it's B3, you do not know whether you can make it or not for H2 math, right? Chemistry is the same. If you want to keep the option open for pharmacy poly, not for JC, then A2 is a better bet. It just gives you more confidence. It's just like that. I will go as far as you can sacrifice your EMAT for B3 because EMAT doesn't matter one. By the way, EMAT B3 is a higher score than AMAT A2. Just say. Even though the grade is lower, the score is higher. But it feels much safer if your AMAT is rather high rather than your EMAT is higher. That means you're not ready for the advancement. If your EMAT is higher than your AMAT. I hope that makes some sense. It's weird for me to recommend this, but considering you want to open your option, I have to recommend this. Sacrifice your EMAT for the sake that your OMF is just stronger, better, more understanding. You'll feel better going into H2. EMAT doesn't help at all, unfortunately. If your EMAT is A1 and your AMAT is B3, that's good for your L1 R5. Very good, but not necessarily good for your H2 math. If you want to go specifically to poly, then I suggest this is B3 and this is A1. It's very clear. This still gives you the idea that you can go to JC because you can, but your poly courses doesn't require a lot of math, so don't have to go for too high of a mark because your chemistry is strong. That bodes very well going to pharmacy. Does this make any sense to you?
Yeah.
I don't know which one you choose, but I guess I need to know after prelim lah. Are you going to go for A1 for chemistry? Or are you going to balance between AMAT and chemistry? Right? I mean, to be fair, for poly, this one is disregarded, correct? For poly. This one doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter. And just about right, no? Because the poly course of pharmacy also don't really care about math. So just about right. After prelim, you only have around 1.5 months to optimize. It's very tight time. That's the last time you can, if you want to decide whether you're prioritizing chemistry or you're just going to balance for both. If you don't decide by then you're just letting it go with the flow. I don't think going with the flow is a very good idea lah. I don't think so lah, because you want so many things. If you want so many things, but you go with the flow, you may not achieve anything. That's not good.
Then how about like then getting to uni? How about it?
Right. What's the consequences of going to uni from poly and from JC? Right? What's the consequence? Right.
Yeah.
But do you have uni courses in mind first that you're open with? I still need to know some lah. I just spell out for you. Business, bio related, and then pharmacy. Is this the only three reasonable choice?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Now I have some good news and I have some bad news. Right. Do you know that going to the business poly side, I'll explain the poly side first. The poly side. Going to the business in poly is a bit competitive. You do need to score quite well. Do you know that?
Yeah. Isn't it like one
What?
of the most popular ones?
Correct. Same thing with uni loan. Same thing. Doesn't change. So for NTU, it's around AABB, I think. What do I mean by AABB? It simply means here's your three H2s, right? Here's your three H2, and this is your H1, because you get to choose three H2 and one H1. That's for NTU. For NUS, it's even worse. NUS is always harder than NTU. It's like that one. Scary lah. Yeah, it's too little slot for too many people who want it. Okay. So if you're going from poly, whether business or other ones, pharmacy or bio stuff, same. I'm sorry, let's spell this. Whether you're going from there, your first priority. Now, this is a JC thingy, right? But the JC cutoff point to uni is very similar to the poly cutoff point. That means if JC needs to be this good, the poly guys also needs to be that good. It's that simple. Understand?
Yeah.
Whether you take business, bio, and pharmacy, everybody can go to business. The only thing that matters is that your GPA, your grade, your grade. Let me give you an idea how to go to business. It's around 3.7 over 4.0, which is higher than 90%, by the way. Go for that kind of grade, you will get to your business in uni. So one more time, let me say this very clear. You want to go to business in uni, do very well in your poly. Do extremely well. Doing extremely well is not that hard in poly for you. But you need to be mindful that you need to do extremely well, not just well. So academically, poly is always, easier. You might even find it easy. If you let that fool you in thinking you can score extremely well just by taking it easy, you are wrong. But you don't seem to be that type. That's my praise to you. You don't seem to be the type who take things for granted. Your family doesn't do that. You doesn't do that. You don't do that. So as long as you don't take your poly for granted, you can get to your uni business, or at least open up the option to it. Let's compare it with the bio-related stuff. Most of the time, this is BB, B, maybe C, maybe B, which is totally way easier. For pharmacy, you will see around A, B also. So it's also a bit difficult. That's your thing from poly to uni. If you want to aim for business or pharmacy in uni, score very well. Doesn't matter what. If you go into the bio-related stuff, you can score reasonably well. That's okay. Does this answer your question regarding poly?
So can you be like the top to get in to uni from poly?
Okay. Regarding this 3.7/4, this is how they measure things in poly, right? Okay, GPA, whatever that means. Okay. This GPA, if it's already 3.7, you're automatically totally okay going to uni directly. There is nobody will complain. This is way high then. The requirement to be top 10% or top 20% so that you can go to uni directly doesn't matter if you are going for a business course. You need to be way higher than that. Am I making any sense?
Yeah.
The minimum requirement, which is top 10 or top 20, doesn't matter to you. Doesn't matter. You need to be way higher than that. Top 5, top 3. Not very difficult if you study reasonable. Shouldn't be that hard to you. Shouldn't be impossible, sorry. Shouldn't be impossible. That's polyline. Any more question regarding poly?
90%. That's like almost no room for error type.
Okay, then you have to understand what's 90%. It's not 90%. No, it's 90% A's. A. That's what GPA 4 means. Now, GPA 4.0 means 100% A. But everybody knows A is not 100% one. It's just that you get the best grade every time. That's all.
Oh,
Does it matter that the A is 75 or 80 or 85? It does not matter. That's why I say it's not that hard. Just be very mindful about your B's. You cannot get too many B's. Mostly A's. Mostly A doesn't mean you're a perfect one. Doesn't mean that. Just looks nice. I can tell you that's what you need. Mostly A's. So more than 90% A's. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, go ahead.
how do you get graded like in poly? Like got all the different modules.
Same thing. Each module will have an exam per semester. You no longer have a big exam at the end. That's, I think for you, is an advantage. I think for you, it's always better to exam every semester, be done with it, rather than to exam at the end of 2 years. If you go to poly, you no longer have a big exam at the end. You have to be consistent throughout. Make sense?
Yeah.
I think that's an advantage for most people, including your brother. Your brother, if going to poly, she will probably enjoy it more. You know what? In uni, it's exactly the same. Poly is uni. I think that's good. I think the A-level system is only suitable for a very limited amount of people. It punishes most people most of the time. They don't know how to handle the workload. Okay? I think that's my biggest concern about JC. Some people can handle that kind of load at the end. Most people will find it terrible. It's terrible. It's scary. It's very scary. That's why they kind of retain them in JC1. That's why. Because they know it's very scary at the end of JC2. Now, for poly, they are graded A, B, C, D, E, simple stuff. And you can just assume an A is usually 75% and above. Simple. Very simple in poly. For every subject, please get more than 75%. That's it. Does that make sense, Alien?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's polyline. Any other questions?
No, not. Yeah, I think.
I have covered JC, right? I already told you, if you want to go from JC to business uni, you need to aim for this. For biorhythm, you need to aim for this, and for that, you need to aim for that.
And how do people,
Yes, you're saying?
how people get into like overseas uni?
Right.
I offered that.
Now, the strength of A-level. I told you that the A-level has a lot of problems, including the heavy workload at the end, and the fact that people just go in like blind mouse like that. Okay, that just makes things worse. That really makes things worse. But there is one big advantage, though. The O-level, the local O-level and the local A-level is very well respected internationally. they unofficially consider the Singapore syllabus as the craziest syllabus. Let's just put it that way. Okay, so first thing first, if you score your O level from UK, which is O level also, right? Local UK, and then local India. India also have their own O level. Pakistan sometimes have. I'm not sure whether Pakistan have not. Hong Kong have, get my New Zealand have, Singapore have. Oh, you're from O level Singapore. Wow, nice, love. Very good. Understand?
Yeah.
Even A level, same thing lah, same thing. O level good, A level. Because you guys your syllabus are just too crazy. Like, really too crazy. To me lah, to me. For a normal person, it's just too crazy. Second thing, the advantage of O level and A level, it lasts forever. It will never expire. You may think that this is not very important, but do you know that SAT results do expire?
No.
SAT is the common test people take for overseas uni. SAT, right? For English, TOEFL or SAT also same thing. But SAT has a lot of subject. So if you go to overseas uni, you can just take SAT. You don't have to study A level. But SAT result expire after a few years. O levels and A levels never expire. Why? Because they're crazy. Now that's the amount of respect the international, I guess, community gives to O levels and A levels. So far, so good.
Yeah.
So even though your A level might be a bit bad, for example, your A level is only BBCC, let's say. Let's say your A level is because it is hard to score well in A level. Let's say BBCC. Okay. As long as the subject combo is okay, most of the time, this will gain you a lot of access to the overseas university. Let's say that this is okay result lah for your O level. H2, 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 H1. This is very respectable overseas. Just make sure you choose the proper university. Very respectable. So that's the advantage of A level. Please understand, overseas uni will always be more expensive than local uni. Please understand that.
Yeah.
Okay, and doesn't mean that they are better. I think your best bet is still the local uni. Still like that. But you have your brother with the experience of overseas uni, so you should open that mindset also. No problem. No problem. Let me put it another way. You don't score very well in Singapore, you're still considered quite good overseas because Singapore's so crazy. I hope that makes some sense.
Yeah.
That's not the case with poly. Even though your poly education is super good, thumbs up. The poly certificate is only powerful locally. It's not recognized very well overseas. So the moment you go to poly, you're locking yourself into the local uni. That's not a bad thing. I think it's very doable. That's poly. It's as simple as that.
So it's impossible to go overseas.
No, you have to use your O-level result. Remember, you have your O-level result, right? And your O-level result never expires. But your O-level result cannot immediately get you to the best uni or at least the uni that you want. However, look at what your brother did. Based on your brother's experience, first of all, O-level is recognized, right? O-level is recognized overseas. He must have gotten into that university using his O-level result. This shows how well respected O-level results are. You can still get to uni and you can still study what you want. Definitely. You just have to pay more, most likely. And maybe it's not the best uni, but it's also not charm one. Don't worry about that too much. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ask more. Ask more.
But when he said that the place where he's studying at, he said it feels much easier than usual.
Sorry, so you're asking about what? Sorry, what? Sorry, I don't get your question. Sorry.
Is it like is Singapore's education like really that much tougher compared to other country type.
If you're mentioning non-Olympiad syllabus, yeah, they are much. When I say much, I really mean much tougher. I have seen my own country's syllabus, right? I experienced that. I experienced that. Okay, the standard syllabus is not very difficult. My school's syllabus back then in my country, Indonesia, goes not way more, like 20-25% more than the national syllabus. As a result, the national exam very easy lah. Okay, I still struggle to understand your JC syllabus when I write. I still struggle. That's with me being in one of the best school in Indonesia, in Jakarta. I'm considered rather smart. There are many people who are smarter than me. You can see a lot of them in GPBB. Those are all from Jakarta, lah, most of them. If they have to do your JC level syllabus, they will struggle a little bit. Those are the smartest one from the best. Says quite a lot regarding the craziness of your A-level syllabus. Says a lot. However, I have respect on the syllabus lah. Okay, regarding the school, choose a good school to support you. This is very important. Don't choose a school who does not support you. That's why I never bother about high-ranking JC. I know that they don't support you that much. They demand, but they don't necessarily support.
Okay, but if you're from Indo, then how you come here get JC?
I'll keep the long story short. I didn't come to JC, I come to uni. Now, as weird as that sounds, going to uni, I am better than most of the JC students. I cope better. My GPA was perfect the first semester. It is a proof that I can cope. How come, even though the syllabus is crazier in JC, I tell you how crazy it is. If you study physics until basically the semester 1 of uni. That means the first semester of uni. If you study chemistry, you study until the first semester of the chemistry of the uni related. Study bio, same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How come they struggle? Most of them just study by memorizing. It's very easy one. It's very easy. Nothing wrong with that though. Nothing wrong with that. But as you go higher in level, memorizing becomes harder as a strategy. Understanding is easier. So even though I still struggle a little bit with the uni in back then when I come, I can understand better than most of the JC students. So they struggle more. The syllabus is respected, but the way the student respond to the syllabus is very important also. When you go for a high pressure situation, do you just memorize? Very good training for basketball, but you must understand to win the competition, you cannot just train one. You also need to respond to the match as it goes. I'm not sure whether that makes sense to you. Am I saying something that makes sense?
Yeah.
Just training only, meaning memorizing, doesn't fully help you win the competition. You need that. But that's not how a champion thinks. Let's just say that because of my background and my school's background, they are very good and they are very supportive. They push the thinking process of the student. Let's just say that. As a result, I can adapt better. In basketball terms, my training causes me to be flexible, not just being a robot. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
You have to be good at certain things, but you have to be very flexible because your opponent changes, your situation changes. That's me lah. That's most of my friends anyway. Most of my friends are like that, not just me. If your plan in JC is just to memorize, please consider your strategy again because very likely that's what your brother did.
Then how do you understand instead of memorize?
When I teach you AMath and Chem, do you seriously think I'm asking you to just remember stuff?
No.
If you understand your AMath, Up to a certain level, up to a certain level. Your training matters. Remember, you're very good at training. You are you. Please don't abandon your training or your practices. But you also understand up to a certain level. Your understanding is not bad. It's just that you are never confident with your understanding. I never hear you being confident, and that's why you practice a lot. I like that attitude. But your understanding is quite good. I can tell you that. Same thing with your chemistry. Your chemistry understanding is quite good. Maybe because your teacher is also good. I don't mean me. I mean your school's teacher. Okay? So that understanding immediately carry over to JC. The H2 math relies on how you have tried to understand a math until that point. You will see that the logic flows. The ones that struggle are the ones who memorize too much in O-level. They struggle in A-level. It's very simple. It's that simple. But if you understand, you can go with the flow better. You understand the game. You understand basketball, so to speak. You can go with the flow better. It's a higher level of competition. Same thing with chemistry. Bio, I have no comment. Bio, I have no comment. You know what to do with bio. I mean, my guess is you're only concerned with math and chem, right? Not bio, not geo, right? You can deal with it.
Yeah.
Your understanding level up to now is quite good. If you don't look down at yourself and also strengthen that part, plus practicing, you will be addressing your JC problems. At the same time, you'll be addressing why your marks right now is very unsteady. Finally, at this, we are way ahead of time already, but finally, we are addressing the core of the problem. In the end, you have to use a lot of understanding and practice quite a lot also for your A-math and your chemistry score to be good. Starting this Thursday, I hope I can talk about that already. It's a bit too late already. Can we talk about it on Thursday? If you understand what I'm saying, then you're already preparing for JC. Already. That's JC life, an intellectual life. I don't know how else to say this. That's what JC life is. It's an intellectual life with quite a lot of practices. Have I answered some of your question?
Yeah.
I was going to recommend that you don't take the chemistry, the Thursday slot lah. Just let go of the Thursday slot because you have practices in school. Looks like that is not a good idea, correct?
Yeah.
Please attend the Thursday one, please. If not, there's no way I can strategize with you. There's no way I can make you understand certain things already. We are already at the exam level of understanding. I need to make sure you understand certain part of the match, so to speak. You are now preparing for a competition, which is a long-drawn match. It's not just one match. You have to understand the strategy if possible. Then you are less pressured, lah. You are more aware, less lost,
Yeah.
Right? See you on Thursday, Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Rizal bisa dengar?
Bisa.
Ya. Sorry ya, hari ini akhirnya nggak ngomongin pelajaran sama sekali. Tapi ngomong sama Elliot ini ngomong soal dia mau gimana ke depannya.
Ya.
Kan dia bentar lagi UN nih. Terus setelah UN tuh kalau anak-anak Singapura tuh ada dua pilihan, nggak cuma SMA. Dia bisa ke SMA atau dia bisa ke yang namanya Politeknik. Dua-duanya tuh bagus. Jadi kita diskusi panjang lebar tadi.
Ya.
Jadi ya nggak diskusi soal pelajaran. Gitu.
Ya.
Kalau misalnya kapan-kapan Rizal tertarik, ya aku bisa ceritain juga.
Ya. Oke.
See you tomorrow ya Rizal ya.
Ya. See you.
Hmm.